All right, guys, let's get this party started today. I swear, I actually do think that one of you guys are trolling me with this, but somebody said, "Did you see yourself in the new Jay Aubrey video?" And I'm thinking like, oh, am I in there? Because sometimes people will, I'll say something that maybe like somebody's like, oh, I'll add that in my video. But then it's also called the endless depravity of Kick, and then the worst streamers of all time. So I think one of you guys is trying to make fun of me. I think you're all saying I'm a bad streamer, and you're not wrong, but it is a mean thing to tell me, and it makes my feelings hurt. So anyway, let's just get it started, brothers.
Platform has its ups. I feel that this platform has its ups and its downs, and 90% of its downs.
I think that the biggest down from Kick is that it is an alternative streaming platform, and what that means is that like people who can't really do it or maybe get banned or are too edgy or whatever for the typical streaming platforms of like Twitch or YouTube are going to go there. And part of that, and it could potentially be a competitor that overtakes Twitch. It could, but I don't know if it will. I don't think it's going to. I don't think that means that it's going to fail. I just don't think it's going to do that. Only because, listen, I saw Trainwreck, so he's like the CEO or whatever of it, talking about their acceptability of slurs. And I was like, it was a wild take. It was a little rough, in my opinion. And like, some people, because I'm not a big fan of like, the R's or the F slur or anything, you know what I mean? But Trainwreck's just like, as long as you don't like overdo it, it's okay. And it's like, well, that I think you might feel that way, but there's a lot of people who are, I guess you could call me a little sensitive or whatever you want to say, that look at that and go like, oh, I'm not a big fan of that. I would stay away from that platform, like from a viewership perspective. You know what I mean? Like you're inviting a lot of immaturity on the platform. So that's just like my opinion a little bit there, but it can still do something. Who knows?
Are made up by the people that use. Bro, genuinely, from the bottom of my heart, I don't hate anyone, but I really, really hate you, bro.
All clout chasing, jealous, hypocritical losers. I will do anything to get to the top. I will do anything for a viral moment.
Damn, that's so sad. Could you imagine just like selling yourself out for a viral moment? I understand wanting to be popular, but I just feel like there are better ways to do it than effectively rage baiting for attention. Take a slow, consistent, production. Because like success isn't just measured in how high you've gotten before. It is also measured in like how long you can stay high. You know what I mean? That's why Cheech and Chong were very popular. Wow, that was a really interesting dad joke. Thank you for the 10-month small gut from Zegra. What's up, obese abdomen with love? What's going on, brother? Oh, and thank you so much for the upgraded membership from Pistol Pete 5053 to a medium gut. Yeah, Trainwreck's owns part of Kick.
It's time to groom, chat. It's time to groom.
Wait, how do you know?
Ooh.
Actually,
Oh, this guy's a piece of shit.
did you
Did you guys see the apology video? Did you guys see the apology video? Yes or no? I honestly meant that sincerely, bro, and I actually shed a tear when I got banned, bro. I swear to God.
He probably did mean the apology in his own way, but I doubt that he really cared about what he did. It was more of he cared that he got punished.
I swear I did. Y'all saw it?
It sounds like Neon, and he's a degenerate.
No?
Kick is a joke. It's like going to a zoo and just pointing at all of the exhibits and just being like, that's interesting. And then walking by.
You may have seen this clip.
It's kind of based.
A woman is dining at a restaurant minding her own business when some middle school live streamer comes out of nowhere and grabs the food off her plate in a sad attempt to impress his chat. And then he gets mad at her for calling him out, making it seem like she's the crazy one for having a normal human reaction.
Don't put your hand in my food again. Do not do that. You don't do that to people.
Exactly, you don't do that to people. And what you want to know what? It's never okay for a man to hit a child, but women are basically children. So if she hit him, it is what it is, brother. You know what I'm saying, dude? Because I'm just kidding.
Stop filming me. Don't do that again.
It's so interesting because I think that like legally you don't have to stop filming somebody, but it's also like stop being cringe. Like that, it's. I know this sounds like really silly, and you're gonna think I'm a boomer, but when we talk about how like society's gotten ruder, like that's that's what we're talking about. Like you can't respect somebody's wishes. Like, well, it's legal. It's like, oh, shut up. Like not everything has to be a legality. It's like, shut the fuck up. You know what I mean?
I won't reveal the name of this toddler, mostly because it's not relevant, and also I'm just a spiteful guy. But I do
Yeah, well, yeah, it's also going to signal boost him, and he seems irrelevant anyway.
think he serves as a good example of this new wave of streamers who try to make a
Oh, but they don't have advertisers to be accountable for them and basically endless funds from like what, to gambling? Yeah, I mean, that makes sense.
name for themselves by being a public nuisance and not much else.
Where are their parents? Smack your kid. Hit your kid. Like, I don't advocate for it, but listen, I'm not one of those guys. I'm not a big fan of hitting. but sometimes it's appropriate. My rule on hitting your kids is if you don't, as long as you don't enjoy it. If you're the kind of person that enjoys hitting your kids, you're abusive and you're not allowed to do anything. But if you hate doing it and you're just like, I have to do this, then that's a little different to me.
Someone like you or me may look at this clip and see it as the embarrassing display of desperation that it is, but it's important to remember there's also an entire generation of younger viewers out there who may see it differently. Believe it or not, this kid does have an active fan base, one that festers over on the controversial Twitch alternative, Kick.
Well, this is what happens when there's not enough fathers in people's lives.
Take more Viagra.
Oh god, I'm gonna dox your entire family. What's your name?
Kick is popular for a few reasons. For one, it's a safe haven for degenerate gamblers to broadcast their addictions in real time. I mean, the crypto casino Stake that serves as its lifeblood was started by Kick co-founder Ed Craven. They call him that.
Oh, that guy. I don't know who that is.
Because he's craving a jackpot every time you open his fucking stream. But Kick
Damn. I mean, I feel like gambling is just as bad, possibly worse, for kids to be consuming than like porn. You know, I also don't think that's good for a young person to be consuming. You know, especially as a young person, it's just there's no way you can have a good relationship with that kind of stuff.
Kick is also known for its brazenly loose terms of service, being marketed by their co-owner and friend of this channel, Aiden Ross, as the ultimate beacon of free
Wow,
speech.
is he really a friend?
For this very reason. Unrelated, but in preparation for this video, I did sit down and watch an Aiden Ross stream, and I kid you not, this is what he was talking about when I first tuned in.
Damn, imagine watching an Aiden Ross stream for work. I'm not insulting him. I watch some dumb shit too for you know, I guess this is my work. But it's just like, damn, imagine having to do that.
Call me, we were about to say, y'all make your bro pee by like putting his hand in the water. What? He peed his pants. It was a drunk night. He blacked out. Okay. I took my 2 fingers and rubbed it on his crotch area with the pee. So I got like pee in my fingers. And he opened his mouth and I put his own pee in his mouth.
Incredible.
That never happened, but it sounds cool and people will enjoy listening to that, little kids. So, you know, it's like a funny moment. But, you know, that's the kind of joke I'd probably make anyway. I guess I can't criticize too much, but I'm not like a fucking horrible degenerate like Aiden Ross. I'm worse.
Stuff happening on Kick. There's nothing like it. Seems like every other day we see someone over there pulling a gun on their girlfriend or throwing an Uber driver's phone in the street or pissing out of their second story window. Those last two are actually the same.
Bro, I got lucky because I used to do Uber. I used to do Uber for a little bit to make money. You know, back years ago before I did content, and it's like I couldn't imagine like that would be so bad. It was before all this bullshit, like right before it. I could not fucking imagine like, oh dude, I would be so if some kid was messing with me, I don't know what I would have done. I would have got so mad. That wouldn't have been good.
Person, by the way. Shout out to Xena the Witch on Kick. 300 bookmarks. It's diabolical.
Is that the one that Sneeko played?
Cool.
I'm gonna just pee in this bucket. Let me dump it out the window.
But the point is, you have to really try to get even as much as a 10-day ban on Kick. It takes a lot. I just want to add something else here before we continue. While I was editing this video, 2 other creators wound up in the news for streaming themselves on Kick drinking and driving. Just
Wow, that's incredible. Why isn't that like a permanent ban from Kick? I think that they should make Kick legally liable for stuff like that if they don't deal with that like promptly, because that's insane. You're drinking alcohol and driving on Kick. That's not funny. Somebody could get killed.
Flying down the interstate at 110, throwing back a bottle of Smirnoff, being an active danger to everyone else on the road, even hurling the bottle out the window into oncoming traffic at one point. Kick is barely a year old. How has it already had so much controversy? Take Riot Lol, for example, who was recently—
Oh yeah, this guy was a piece of shit. He was like, he was talking to like young girls, like minors on like Omegle and recording it and then getting them to send him pictures of their tits and then putting it in his Discord. It's insane.
Outed by YouTuber Something About Chickens as a groomer who would use the Omegle alternative
I don't know if I would call it grooming, but it's still disgusting behavior.
Monkey to collect explicit images and videos of young girls on stream.
To be clear, I don't think it's grooming. Grooming is like a very active, methodical process of setting somebody up for sexual exploitation. It's still sexual exploitation. Let's just be clear. But the grooming is like the preparation for that, and there was like no grooming. It's still bad, just to be clear. But
post in a Discord server without their consent or knowledge. Many of these girls were underage.
Wait, listen, how old are you? I'm 19.
Oh, I'm 16.
You said 18?
Yeah.
Riot's account has since been deleted, but not until this video began making the rounds.
Yeah, W to that guy, man. Good for him. He did God's work, you know? God's work.
A bit of a PR problem for the folks over at Kick. Something About Chickens showed evidence of a literal Kick staff member in Riot's chat at the same time Riot was speaking to underage girls. Not exactly the best look for the platform, I think most would agree. What could have been a promising competitor to the monopolies of YouTube and Twitch has so far been nothing but a breeding ground for the lowest, most obnoxious illegal activity you can think of. And
yeah, Yeah, I mean, I feel like they're probably leaning too much into the audience of like young people that are like, who cares? It's just a joke. It's just this. Who cares? And without that audience, they probably feel like they can't really build their platform. But it's like, if you don't build your platform with integrity from the start, you're just fucking yourself over, man.
That isn't much of an exaggeration to say.
I'm in the sidewalk. I'm in the sidewalk.
Come to SDI then.
Why is everyone going around saying I died?
All right, so I'm just gonna address this because
Dude, Neon is gonna be like an actual like drug addict, homeless person in like less than 5 years. It's gonna be sad, but also I'm not gonna feel sad. You know what I mean? It's just gonna be pathetic. It's like Jesus Christ with that guy.
Today, we'll be documenting a total of 5 kick streamers who have all become infamous for their own separate reasons. Not all of these people are nearly as criminal as Riots, of course, which is why we'll be starting easy, with some of the least egregious offenders first, before moving on to the more—
Just like my mom. Wait, no.
or depraved scumbags later on. This is going to be a long one, and it probably won't be the easiest to sit through at certain points. But I am personally fascinated in shining a light on the more unique personalities Kick has been known to harbor. And by unique, I mean downright villainous.
What?
The good thing is that we got real names. Like, you know what I mean? Like, that's the thing. I get real names of individuals. Like, their actual names.
What is that? Names of what individuals? Like the guy at the grocery store, or
where they live, the family photos. It hits differently on a different platform.
But we obviously have a lot to cover today, so before we get too deep here, I want to go ahead and thank today's sponsor, Delete Me. If you're at least—
ooh, is that to help people not see the porn browser?
A little bit scared of data brokers, you should be. For all we know, they're scouring the—
I probably should be more scared, but I don't care. I'm gonna be absolutely real with you. I'm not really too concerned about it. What data are you gonna steal? You know what I mean? I don't even have the data. He left my mother pregnant. You know what I'm saying? So, whatever, man. You want to look at my degenerate porn? It's nothing illegal. No, it's disgusting. I'm ashamed of it after I finish too, man. I'm fucking ashamed.
The internet right now in search of your publicly available information to sell against your will, opening the door for all kinds of stuff.
Well, good thing I don't know will.
Stalking, cyber attacks, and even identity theft, all of which I'm not a fan of, which is why Delete Me works to keep your information nice and private.
You guys know the deal. We gotta watch at least a good portion of it, so you have a good idea of what the ad is if we're gonna react to the video. You know what I'm saying?
I'd recommend Delete Me just for how fast they managed to identify where exactly my data had been posted and how seamlessly they were able to remove it. Just submit the information you want to be removed from search engines and receive a detailed Delete Me report in as little as 7 days, showing how much data was found, where it was found, and how it was removed. Another thing I appreciate is that as the data broker industry expands, so does the list of sites Delete Me scans for, making them as effective in removing as much PII as possible, or personally identifiable information if you're stupid like me. PII can be easily found through public—
bro, don't call me stupid. That's mean. I'm sad about it.
Government records, self-reported information, and social media, just to give you an idea of how pervasive this stuff is. Trust me, it's something you don't want to mess around with. So don't wait. Visit joindeleteme.com/jobbery right now and get 20% off your US consumer plan when you use
I thought it said Jobbery, but it's J Albert. I got confused.
promo code Jobbery at checkout. Again, that's
Jobbery.
joindeleteme.com/jobbery, promo code Jobbery when you check out. Huge thanks again to the wonderful people over at Delete Me for sponsoring this behemoth of a video.
I had an ex who kept saying she was gonna do that. She said, "Oh, you know," she keeps saying, "Delete me," you know. But then I didn't break up with her because of it, you know. Sad times, brothers. Sad times. Bro, he's looking like worse and worse every fucking day, I swear to God.
I can't think of anyone who captures the aura of Kick.com better than Neon. Neon has garnered a reputation as this kind of sniveling hypebeast dork who's constantly staring at his phone for validation from his chat.
And he's like, he does, I mean, maybe everybody has the capacity to get older and mature, but this guy is like stuck. He has a horrible look for like a mature person too. I couldn't imagine anybody like starting to follow this guy as an adult going like, wow, this guy's really sophisticated. He just looks like shit, you know? He just looks like a little fucking kid always.
I mean, constantly. He's never not looking at what other people are saying about him.
Alright, what?
But then he'll also just let other big streamers bully him to his face.
That's all he's got left, man.
No. Why would you say? Why? No, don't do that. My asshole. I said, no. Why do that? Why?
Name 5 DDG songs right now.
I don't know any. Don't do it harder. Apologize to DDG, Dub, Woo-Wop, Wedgie. I'm doing.
Who the fuck are these people? Wedgie? What do you got, like a fucking kink? He's weird too, dude. What is that guy's name? Fringus? I forget his goddamn name. He's also a fucking, you know, he's also kind of pathetic too.
I'm sorry, Woo-Wop, I didn't mean it, bro. Say I'm gonna buy your album tomorrow. I'm definitely not doing that. I'm buying his album.
I guess in order to be famous, Neon had to give up any semblance of a spine he may have had. The kid has a negative.
That's what he started getting popular for. Basically letting himself get bullied, and so he just keeps it up because he's more worried about getting money than he is about Respecting himself, you know?
If self-respect at this point. Watch any clip to see what I mean.
Can I have one?
You can have one.
100?
And if you bark and little doggy, come on, fetch the hose.
He also gets jumped a lot. That's sort of his thing too.
This is a public announcement. Anyone who sees me IRL, I will give you $1,000 if you beat my bro. No one's touching me. I'm untouchable, bitch. I'm untouchable.
Look whose shoes we got. Got his ass lacking. Come on, bro.
Though he's faked getting jumped so many times that the one time...
Is it actually all fake? I mean, I wouldn't doubt that.
I mean, it ended up being real. People in his chat still said he scripted it.
Anyone saying else script anything, you have no soul. There's really fucking choppers on top of us and cops outside.
Yeah, people don't really like it.
What an idiot. I didn't know so many of them were scripted. Who cares if he gets actually, like, jumped? If you're gonna do that kind of shit, like, who cares? You know, it's just pathetic.
Neon very much, if you couldn't already tell. And that includes his own bodyguard.
You got 80,000 people watching you disrespect me.
Wait,
That's how we're doing it?
Hey, I respect that. You know, obviously money's important, but your dignity is more important than money. You know what I mean? Got to be a man of integrity, which Neon is not. And that sounds like that guy is, and he's checking his boss, brother. I respect the hell out of that.
I always do that.
Guess what? It's always fucking disrespectful.
You know I don't mean it like that though.
But that's what it reads like. You're doing too much.
If you happen to be religious, I urge you to please pray for this man's sanity.
If I was a girl and
I wouldn't do that personally. Fuck that guy.
I came in a room, I would be dripping just seeing you, bro. I swear to God, bro, you're an alpha.
But before leveling up to the Sneeko wannabe he is today...
Break.
I mean, bringing it up to comparison to Sneeko, I mean, like, surprisingly, Sneeko is slightly more mature than Neon, so it's kind of an L for Neon there. Getting outpaced by fucking Sneeko.
Break. Stop driving my car. Stick my finger up your ass. Get out. You just put a gun on me?
Neon was once just a little kid from Texas trying to make it big on YouTube. In fact, he and I actually both started making videos at roughly the same age, I found out. With the bulk of his...
Damn. I feel like I got really lucky on YouTube. I've been doing YouTube since I was like 28 or 29 or maybe 30. And I hit success pretty quickly. I'm not saying like rousing success. I'm nowhere near like your Jay Aubrey's. He's an actual good content creator. But like I really kind of stepped into the space. I got very lucky. I'm very fortunate. I really try to chant that to myself every day. I'm very fortunate. I'm very fucking fortunate. And frankly, I don't think I deserve anything I have. So I try to be aware of it. I try to keep my mind in like the, okay, if I have to get a real job, because it's like, damn, what a lucky guy I am, you know?
Content being him playing NBA 2K, not unlike the beginning of another popular kick streamer's illustrious career. These it didn't generate the most views, but you could tell he was having fun with it, uploading multiple times a week from 2016 to 2020, despite what Neon eventually turned in.
Well, then he saw the stuff that pops really hard, and he goes, oh, well, this is better because it gets more views. It's like, is it though? Like, is more views better? I know that sounds like a stupid question, and it you know, it's like, it's sometimes, but like, if you blow up so fast from being a fucking joke, you lose your consistency. Yeah, you need to like have a consistent longevity. You don't just want to fucking make a lot of views at once. You want to be able to like maintain that for a period of time.
I have to admit, some of this early stuff is actually kind of endearing.
What's good, YouTube? It's Neon2K here, but you see I'm at 178 subs, but at 1K subs, I will be doing a face reveal, so tell all your friends.
If we're looking at it in a vacuum, it's actually kind of sweet. Watching someone so young work to make his dreams come true.
That sounds real good.
He'd answer
I'm just kidding, sorry.
questions from his viewers and open up about his struggles with motivation.
Oh yeah, I forgot to say, if any of the points in this video resonate with you, timestamp in the comments. I forgot to mention that.
Really get a sense that
if they're funny, whatever, you know what I mean?
He cared about his public image. He was heavily invested in the content he made and the community he was a part of, even beefing with other creators from an early age.
People want to get their views and start acting
This is a little girl, what the fuck?
fake. And then he has the nerve to lie on stream. He doesn't want smoke. He doesn't want me to pull up again.
I'm sorry, he doesn't want the smoke? Bro, you're 12, go do your homework. He began to seek out his audience's approval more and more, chastising them when they said something he didn't like, and seeking out reassurance that they still supported him whenever he'd take breaks.
I just want to let y'all know that I will be taking a break from streaming, but let me know if you still support me in the comments. Let me know if you still don't support me.
Worrying about approval from an
you get a little addicted to the fame, baby, you know?
Audience of complete strangers is not usually something a normal child has to think about. And honestly, it's easy to imagine that would mess with you a bit.
Bro, like y'all would really be more.
How do you timestamp? You just put the timestamp in there, bro. It's like, hey, 5:22 is really good. You just comment that, and like 5, like with the little dot. That's it. It's not that. Yeah, that's it.
Motivating me right now, y'all. All these comments say my channel is dead, y'all. I understand my channel is dead, okay? Let me grind. Let me go crazy. I'm trying. I know I've been doing this YouTube stuff for over years, kind of demotivating.
Let me grind, baby.
Motivating that like people start stopping supporting me.
He was definitely becoming more and more desperate to please his fans. The pressure to always perform is what I imagine led him to continue raising the stakes with every new upload.
I mean, this is 4 years ago. If he started blowing up during 2020, that's the second wave of the COVID virus. as for content creators who got a lot of views during that because everybody was home watching, and then you know, fell off, myself included. But you just kind of have to hit that grind, baby.
He had this whole arc where he pretended to get arrested for breaking into his neighbor's house and needed to get bailed out from jail by a friend. The description for this one is so wild to me. This is Maddie Mags. I had to upload this video for Neon due to the fact that he got detained earlier than expected. Please keep him in your prayers. Please pray he comes back home soon. Well, thankfully he did, only a couple days later, where he tells us all about the tough time he had in the slammer.
It was kind of scary, bro, because like, you know, there's a bunch of old people over there like mustaches and beards, and it got me scared. I just kept trying to do my wild Indian dance, and they were just making fun of me, bro. I had a red dot on my forehead when I went in there. I had a big red dot, and they said my red dot looked like the Target logo.
Oh, okay. I think Neon is also the
It's interesting that he made this weird thing up about getting arrested and going to jail, and then he came up with all these jokes. Okay, well, it's a silly kid, so whatever, right?
first streamer in history to ever be swatted by a US president.
Know exactly what you look like and where you live.
These were the videos that started to get him some heat. I don't think I need to sit here and tell you why this stuff wasn't well received.
Yo, Ringo, what's good, bro? Hello, man, hello. Yo, what's up, my man?
Okay, I think he paused. I thought my internet crashed.
You hear that? That's the sound of peace and quiet. It's kind of nice.
You know, it's a kid, so I'll give him a little bit of forgiveness on that one. You know? But it's so cringe.
After hearing this kid yell for so long. But you have to understand that Neon's content hinged on pure clickbait and sensationalism. Whether it be pretending to interview a COVID patient at the height of the pandemic.
I found this dude, bro, and he says he has the coronavirus, bro. Is this dude really?
What? What are you talking about, dude? He met somebody that said that he has the fucking coronavirus? Okay.
Has the coronavirus, bro. This is gonna be a banger video, bro. Let's go. Yo, Sick Pop, bro. Hello? Yo. What's good, bro? Yo, you already coughing, bro? Are you serious, bro?
Or straight up faking his own death for clout and attention, which is honestly pretty.
What do his parents have to say about this? I'd really like to know. I'd be ashamed of my kid if they were acting like this, you know? It's pathetic.
Creative for someone that young, I'm not gonna lie. On December 21st, 2019, Neon's brother made an announcement that Neon was in critical condition in the hospital and needed immediate brain surgery to remove a tumor from his head, and that if the surgery didn't work out, he would, quote, bleed to death.
Damn, that's yeah. Okay.
I'm not a doctor, of course, but I am pretty sure that's not how that works. I admire the commitment, though. I mean, they even go.
I mean, maybe the tumor would push up. Why am I doing this? Why? What? Checking? What am I doing? Obviously, it's fake.
So far as to say, Neon's been acting weird lately. He's been having 3 to 5 seizures a day, ending with the call to
3 to 5. It sounds like this is something that's been going on for a while. So I don't know why, if it was even real, why they would just catch it now.
action. Hashtag pray for Neon. I'd rather pray for whoever's body that is in the thumbnail. Who is that? Now, this might all look pretty dire, but if you
all right?
were to visit Neon's second channel at the time, you discover this video was posted on the same exact day.
His brother said he's in critical condition in hospital right now, on the verge of death. But take a look at this video he uploaded on his second channel.
We're gonna be having some bangers on this channel. Drop a sub, drop a like, turn on the post notifications. But we're gonna be doing giveaways. We're gonna.
Wow, he's really hitting that grind. Even with even with a brain tumor in the hospital, he is still uploading to his second channel without anybody knowing. He's doing that for you, not for us, not for him. I mean, he's doing it for him. Other people. You get my. Okay.
You'll be playing so many different games. Everyone, drop a sub if you haven't already, man.
But in case you weren't convinced, Neon did go on to state his final words 2 days later.
For everyone who thinks this is a joke, bro, this stuff that's happening is not something to joke around about. You know, what's happening with me is not something that should be joking around about. You guys should not be playing around about this, bro. This is actually serious stuff that people go through, bro.
I didn't know they had gaming chairs in the hospital. I also love the way he emphasizes how this is not a joke, but we all know what he's doing. Or actually, maybe not all of us, since his very next video, the one announcing his death, garnered a pretty favorable like to dislike ratio from Neon's audience. The
What? Really? I thought that was a boss. I just fucking wasted my shit.
videos are now gone, so it's hard for me to find any of the comments from this era, but it is pretty hilarious to think there was anyone out there who actually fell for this. I mean, his death video is just a compilation of his best NBA 2K moments. What an epic eulogy. Fast forward.
Well, I guess it kind of worked or something. That's interesting.
A few days later, though, and wouldn't you know it, the tomb is empty, Neon is risen. He triumphed in the gulag and went back to making quality content that didn't offend anyone.
Well, that's how it works, dude. That's how it works. You just go to the gulag and you're back, you know?
The end is what I would be telling you if he didn't go on to become a fucking kick streamer. That's right. After a 2-year hiatus.
Yeah, because a lot of these kick streamers are just shock value content. There's nothing of like the particular value there other than being as shocking as possible. You know, you could talk shit about my content because it's like lazy and all that, but at least I'm providing something that people like want to see consistently. Like, you know, people can sit down and be like, oh, I'm gonna listen to like Papa talk about something. If it resonates with you, it doesn't mean that it's great, but it resonates with some people. It's consistent. I could probably do this for a good amount of time. But they're going on like, oh, what's the most extreme? What extreme thing can I do next to outbait, like to outdo the last extreme thing that I did? It's just crazy.
Neon made his grand return to YouTube with a vlog of himself walking around Jacksonville, Florida, hanging out just by himself. I mean, was no one else available that day? This video just feels lonely.
What the hell is he wearing?
But he balances that out by being a pushy, overly aggressive asshole to random people who don't even really seem to get mad at him. They're just confused.
Because he's just a kid. And that's one of the problems, though, with like, especially with like people in general, but like young men, is that I don't know if young men understand like you're gonna hit a point and it's gonna be very quick when you go from being a young man to being like a grown man. And it's 18 usually. People will smack the fuck out of you if you disrespect them in public. You know, and you're not gonna realize it because like 18-year-old boys now. You know, I don't know, and girls too, I guess, but 18-year-old boys are usually more rambunctious. I haven't really seen any girls make this type of content, and if they exist in far few, like smaller numbers. You know, you don't realize it, but like you get treated like a kid up until like, you know, you're 22. But some of these guys will look at you and be like, "How old are you?" "Oh, you're 18." Like, I'm gonna smack the fuck out of you for doing something. You know, he gets almost a pass because he looks like a little baby, but that's just gonna hit you, man.
All you people smoke and sell drugs and shut the fuck out, bro. I'm gonna say it nicely before I actually sue you, and you. You know exactly why you fuckers are gonna lose in court. Get the fuck out of my store. Goodbye. Thank you, man.
I'm not really sure who exactly this fake tough guy persona appeals to, and I'd be willing to bet neither does Neon. What he lacks in talent, he makes up for in desperation.
I'll be back with a fucking strap. I'm gonna shoot you in the head. I'm gonna shoot you in the head.
Neon strikes me as one of those guys that normal people only hear about every couple months when he inevitably does something supremely stupid to land himself on the front page of Dexerto or whatever. His regular day-to-day content is so bland and it's so geared towards the youngest demographic imaginable that there's no reason to really talk about him unless he's doing something uniquely unhinged.
Yeah, I think that's why he does that, because he's not particularly interesting outside of this.
Still happens more than you'd think. I can personally attest to having to rewrite this particular segment multiple times during the making of this video because he would not stop trending for things like putting himself into others in a life or death situation in hopes of going viral. Maybe you saw the little joyride he recently took with Instagram personality Squeeze Benz a few weeks back.
What? Who? What?
Benz is someone whose hobby has made him a literal wanted criminal. He belongs to a community of anonymous drivers who derive thrill from renting supercars and cutting recklessly through traffic, going 100 over the speed limit on freeways which are occupied by regular people.
Incredible.
Families, new drivers, people who didn't sign up.
So why did we have these people in our society? They're a waste of taxpayer dollars. You know what I'm saying? I feel like we're a little too nice sometimes as a society. Let's be like meaner. Let's be less nice in our society. You know what I mean? To bad people specifically is what I mean.
To be around someone like Squeeze.
But there's also other people at risk when you do that. Innocent civilians. So what do you think about the element of danger for that?
I've been doing this since like real shit since I was 9. I feel like I did some professional at it, like, you know.
I'll admit, I don't really understand the appeal of putting the lives of so many innocent civilians at risk for what is essentially just a dumb gimmick at the end of the day. It doesn't matter how skilled of a driver you think you are. All it takes is one person to accidentally change lanes when you don't expect it for multiple people to wind up dead in an instant. But try telling that to Squeeze and his 670,000 followers. There is a market for this kind.
Like there shouldn't, like, it should be illegal to do that content on the internet. Where do you even do content like that? That's fucking insane.
Kind of negligence, and Neon figured that by doing a collab with Squeeze, he would successfully create some epic viral moments, which he absolutely did, just maybe not for the reasons he had hoped.
And I get really scared. I can't afford to die. You have my word. You will only go at 7 above the speed limit, or 10 above. What's illegal?
Let's say 20 above the speed limit.
No. 10.
Squeeze's crew, I'm sure, can read the anxiety in Neon's voice, and instead of being straight up with him, they continuously reassure Neon that this is going to be an easy drive. You know, we're not going to do anything crazy.
You feel uncomfortable? I will grab this kid and I'll tell him to stop the car. It's a 2023 Lambo, bro. This shit is safe as He's not gonna wild out.
We'll stop whenever you get uncomfortable, bro. You can trust us. When in fact, bro could not trust them.
It would be interesting though if that car flipped and all of them suffered tragically. It would be so bad.
I'm also not sure what it being a 2023 Lambo would have anything to do with safety here. You're going 120, man. You really think an airbag's gonna bail you out?
I feel like those are less safe than a normal car, no? Thank you so much for the small gut Cody Code. It's Cody Rhodes is what I think you're trying to pretend to be, but okay.
Out of this one, the conversation goes on for a few minutes until finally Neon is psyched up and ready for what he probably knows deep down is going to be a pretty dangerous situation. These guys may be lying scumbags, but Neon is also an adult capable of making his own decisions. He's aware of who Squeeze.
Well, I don't care that he's gonna get hurt. Like, he's being stupid. Like, what does that matter to me? You know, like, okay, why would you do that?
Is and has presumably seen enough of his content to know what this little cruise might very well entail. Not to mention his entire demeanor shifts once he realizes how much his chat is loving this.
Bro, the chat's going crazy for you, Squeeze. W Squeeze in the chat, bro. I with you, Squeeze. You do like the unthinkable.
W Squeeze. Oh, let me turn this down.
Bro, how did that look to y'all, bro?
Once Neon believes the scariest part to be behind him,
I guess me and Neon are like the same, right? Because like the both of us use other people's work for our content, right? I mean, that's basically what he's doing. Other people are the ones that are entertaining his chat.
he can't stop singing Squeeze's praises, dick-riding the dude who could have just killed him a few minutes prior. He literally says, I can't say I had a good time or I'll get banned.
I mean, I can't like say I was having fun because I'm gonna get banned, so I had a bad time ass.
That's how you know he has zero regret for any of this. Despite the whole song and dance he tried to put on to drum up sympathy after Squeeze's driving resulted in, shocker, a crash.
All I know,
Must have not been bad enough.
I'll leave it with this chat. I was there to do a Q&A, sit in his car. We agreed and handshaked only 10 over the speed limit, and this just went crazy, and I can't do shit. I'm sitting like,
whoa, bad word, dude.
Car, what the fuck am I supposed to do, bro? I can't just jump out when it's going 100 miles per hour, bro.
It's just so pathetic and disingenuous to see this slime ball turn around and pretend like he wasn't enjoying it the second it becomes convenient. Because if you didn't know, Neon actually did get banned shortly after this clip made the rounds. The thing he was
What do you get? He actually got banned on Kick? Wow, I'm actually shocked.
so worried about happening, it actually ended up happening. Wow, who would have thought? Play stupid games, win stupid prizes. And I'm talking about really stupid prizes because Neon ended up getting his account back less than 24 hours later.
Why? Why would they do that? They're so stupid.
Remember, this is Kick. Illegal activity, it might as well be a requirement with the amount of people.
They should get they should be held legally responsible for for unbanning this person. That's insane.
Get arrested on stream. Yes, I'm still talking about Neon. I hope him going to jail all those years ago prepared him for being detained for real this time in a foreign country. Because during his trip to Dubai last month, Neon and his girlfriend Sam Frank were taken into custody for accidentally and illegally filming where they shouldn't have. According to The Sun, you needed the permit to film where Neon and his entourage were walking, but their biggest mistake came when their cameraman pointed the camera directly at the police. Not only did Neon initially try to get out of this by lying and saying he was a Make-A-Wish kid,
we're fulfilling for an
incredible
organization, Make-A-Wish.
But he
Make-A-Wish kid, that is interesting.
also told the cops he wasn't filming when he clearly was.
It's off. It's off. There's nothing going on. All cameras are off. I just want to let you know we're trying to work with you guys.
This resulted in Neon and
Why would you leave the cameras on then? Like if you're trying to actually work with those guys, why be so stupid?
Sam spending 38 hours in a
or like if you're gonna do that, why wouldn't you educate yourself in the country and then use a hidden camera or something? And not that you should be breaking the laws of the other country, but why wouldn't you at least be smart about it?
Dubai jail. With little to no live updates during this time, the only source on the matter was Aiden Ross, who told the press that it was a, quote, very sticky situation. This actually led some people to run with the narrative that Neon had died, which...
Why was he getting fucked in the ass in jail or something? Why was it so sticky?
If I had a nickel for every time people online thought Neon was dead, I'd have 2 nickels, which isn't a lot, but it's weird that it happened twice. Though Neon eventually
that's a meme from something.
took to Kick to announce his safe return from the slammer, reminiscing on how much they loved him in jail and thanking Aiden for looking out for him and trying to get him home safe.
Aiden, yeah, he's one of the people.
Well, I bet all these other Kick people love this kind of shit because this puts when somebody like this puts eyes on himself, he puts eyes on his platform too. Because I feel like in general, when a streamer does something, the platform will be pulled into the conversation. But I feel like especially with Kick, where there's a lot of desperation for really any attention, but I guess positive attention. So yeah, they're like, oh yeah, Neon did this, and now there's more people on Kick, and since he's banned, guess what? They might go watch me now. It's like, okay, cool.
Who actually did look out, bro, and I really appreciate that, bro. He really tried his hardest to get me out of the situation, because chat, it was a really crazy situation, bro. It was a really shit situation.
Now, I'm assuming that if you make enough loud, grating, and insufferable videos that nobody under the age of 10 can enjoy, Aiden Ross visits you in the middle of the night and invites you on stream. In fact, Neon made his first major debut on Aiden's stream with Andrew Tate back in 2023. When
cool.
The latter was on house arrest for, well, I don't think I need to say.
Actual grooming and sex trafficking, yeah, and rape. Yep.
Only he had no idea what he was doing, and the entire stream came off pretty awkward, largely because of Neon. No wonder Aiden's chat wanted him gone only 15 minutes in.
My whole chat is spamming to kick you.
Nerds are boring. I'm gonna work.
Why this guy's on a period? Is he a trainee, bro? He's on his fucking period.
What?
I mean, don't these jokes get old?
Well, not even like the edgy shock value jokes made anybody laugh. That's incredible.
Old at a certain point. It's just the same thing over and over. And Neon is trying way too hard to impress his idols and prove to the world that, hey, he can be edgy too.
You're gonna burn in fucking hell, you Jewish.
Cool.
Like, we get it, man. You can stop being so predictable for once in your life. Neon,
yeah, it's not even funny. There's nothing like funny about it. He's just trying to be edgy for the sake of it. It's not even I mean, I'm not offended at all. It's just stupid. It's embarrassing for that person.
is so provocative for the sake of being provocative that there really is no thought process beyond, what's the most annoying
what's a good slur I can use? Excuse me, sir, what's your ethnicity so I know which slur to use on you?
thing I can say to make people mad right now? I'm not
the respectable racist. The respectful racist, guys.
Not surprised the only people entertained by it are riding in the back of their mom's cars to school.
What did you take? The woman.
Oh shit.
No, wait. We love women.
love women. You love women.
What? Not like transgender.
No.
Okay.
But by getting so much exposure from Aiden, Neon quickly grew a sizable following on Kick as a dude who cares about nothing and will say anything to anyone if he thinks it'll get a reaction. I mean,
yeah, and his audience probably loves that he's declining. It's just kind of Jerry Springer, but from the perspective of one of the guests instead of the perspective of Jerry Springer. That's pretty much the hook of watching Neon, right? That's pretty much it.
Him laughing at a random kid's dad working at Walmart really exposes him
for what?
Him as the out-of-touch asshole he is.
What does your dad do for work?
Oh, he works at a Walmart warehouse.
Good for him, man.
No, I'm such a bad guy.
Like that is
Okay, cool. I mean, obviously that's just for the shock value. He to an extent knows what he's doing. He knows that like he's being stupid. And he's just looking for attention. He's desperately just trying to clip farm attention. Like he's looking for any moment that people like get outraged or offended by. That's all that is.
Is someone who has never struggled for anything in his life. I'm sorry. If he can't set his dog persona to the side for 10 seconds to not mock a minimum wage worker unprompted,
well, let's be clear. You don't know if he's a minimum wage worker. Walmart warehouse average salary. I don't even know if I can find this number. 11 to, it depends on what they do. A warehouse worker could make $11 to $33 an hour. So, you know, yeah, they might actually do well. It's not just like a minimum wage employee. It's a warehouse worker, so he might make a good wage, man.
No wonder he gets his ass beat everywhere he goes. He's happy,
or maybe he doesn't. I don't know.
To dish out absurd amounts of money to flex on the people around him, but when it comes to helping those same people out monetarily, he suddenly no longer shits money.
What that jacket said was, I shit money. That's it.
That's the vibe I want to.
Yeah, that's the vibe you want to put out there, right?
I shit money.
Okay, so shit on me. Give me some money.
I don't shit money.
Oh.
Pussy.
That same 3,500, you can outfit everybody you know with leather jackets.
He has no perspective, so he's incapable of showing any kind of respect, and he's found a profession where that can be incredibly lucrative.
I'm sure that he's capable of it. He just doesn't do it because that's not what would make him money. Nobody looks to him as a you know, some kind of a nobody looks to him as like a beacon of moral authority or a guy who does the right thing. They look at him as a fucking joke. So he probably has the ability, probably not as much as other people, since he's quite literally never respectful, but he has the ability. He's doing it on purpose for like rage baiting attention, you know? Even this video probably helps him to some extent because it's more exposure. And I'm not saying don't make the video. I think it's totally fine. Like this guy's going to spiral and become like a drug addict and it's going to be funny to watch. But, yeah, I mean, that's the reality. That's what he wants.
Ask women, be openly racist and transphobic, start fights with people 3 times his size, all without any incentive to grow and change as a person, because this is what continuously rewards him with 80,000 live viewers, which even that is, how do I put this? Highly debatable. For over a year now.
Oh shit, is he farming? Is he botting? I mean, is he doing the bot?
Neon has been unable to beat the Viewbotting allegations. In fact, they've only gotten worse, with the YouTuber Cameron posting a video last month where he questions how Neon, as someone with a significantly smaller following across all platforms than XQC or Aiden Ross, is managing to pull more live viewers than them. Cameron argues that if these views were legit, we would see that reflected across other platforms. And in the case of Neon, we just don't.
Yeah, you probably would. That makes perfect sense. The only exception would be if somehow, if XQC, when he goes on Kick, he gets more viewers than normal. But I just kind of doubt that. You know, you expect to see it across platforms, but maybe he doesn't see or maybe he doesn't post a whole lot. Possibly on his other platforms because it's all bannable stuff. So that, I mean, I guess that could be a reason why. Because XQC can post stuff on YouTube and be fine, but Neon seems to get banned a lot. And again, it's probably viewbotting. I don't really care. I'm just saying that it's possible that because his content is so edgy and shocking, it can't really sit on other platforms for an extended period of time before getting taken down, so he avoids it. And then that's the type of people that only like him for that content. So there's a potential with that.
Aiden Ross goes crazy on Kick. He's the top Kick streamer. And if you look at his other social medias, you can tell that he gets some pretty good engagement. Kai Cenat, on the other hand, is one of the top Twitch streamers. You can tell that his viewers rock with them on all platforms. Somehow Neon averages more viewers than both of them. And Neon literally only has a fraction of what they have on all of his other socials.
That in itself is hard to explain, but there definitely is no way to explain how Neon managed to jump from 10K live viewers to 70K in under 30 minutes. And that's just one instance that Cameron was able to catch himself. Other reports seeing Neon Neon, the view count randomly spiked from 2 all the way to 40,000 live viewers in a span of 30 seconds. That's just unheard of for a guy like Neon, who simply does not have the same influence as XQC and Dade and Ross.
That makes sense. That part is definitely true.
Even Trainwrecks TV, another co-founder
Hey, Papa the Baldy looking especially shiny today. Thank you, brother.
the site, has accused Neon of botting, with Ed Craven going out of his way to ban Neon's name from his chat.
Holy can someone ban the word neon? We don't give a fuck about neon right now. Listen, big shout out to all people who give like talk or do streaming or kick, but like come on.
So it's really no
What are they talking about him, or is he like advertising other people's streams? 'Cause I see people do that every once in a while. It's annoying as fuck.
exaggeration to say that whenever Neon finds himself in some shit, his genuine supporters are few and far between. Neon caught his first ban in March 2024. And without even double checking, I can confidently tell you this was his first ban because Kick hardly bans anyone. I mean, Kick is the place where you can own equity in the company and still stream the Super Bowl and porn to hundreds of thousands of children and face zero consequence.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, they're one of the big ones, right? But didn't they, maybe I'm wrong, didn't they get a deal with the Super Bowl to be able to stream that on their platform? Like, wasn't that a thing that they did?
If you're getting even temporarily banned from Kick, you fucked up bad. But what could Neon have done that was so bad? The platform that doesn't usually care about anything had to step in?
Neon has now been banned for, and I gotta read this on the screen just to actually process the
guzzling cum.
It's real. He threatened to dox and sexually assault a young fan.
Wow.
Oh, okay, yeah, that's pretty bad, I guess. I haven't the slightest idea
Yeah, I guess.
why Neon was in a Zoom with what looks to be a kindergartner in the first place.
Because for attention. Because he continuously pushes the boundaries for attention because he needs it to survive. Like, he needs like negative attention to survive because there's no positive attention for him. That's why he did it. Like, I doubt that he was going to actually do that, but hey, you need the attention, am I right, guys?
But when this kid started talking shit, you'd expect Neon, the dude who has built his career on doing exactly that to other people, to be able to take the heat. But instead, he immediately blew up and threatened to do things to this kid that I can't even repeat out loud without risking an age restriction.
I don't give a fuck, you're 10 years old. I'll please, I swear to God, shut the fuck up.
I just realized that's the kid from earlier. Wow, I love recurring characters. The puzzling abyss that is Neon's terminally contaminated mind is
is it with the they're probably doing some kind of like collaboration then.
Something that should probably be studied by Harvard. I mean, how do you even begin to make sense of a dude like this?
I do think that they're possibly gonna study streamers at some point and see what's in their brains and like what kind of mental disease you contract from being some kind of like a micro celebrity or whatever. I would not doubt that.
It didn't take long for news of Neon's, quote, sudden ban to get picked up by all of the usual suspects, and before long, the clip had been seen by millions upon millions of people who were quick to weigh in on the discourse. Yes, Neon did threaten to dox and rape a 12-year-old on stream. But did he know he was 12? If so, there's a line you don't cross when trash talking. Apparently, he was 14. Oh, well, that changes everything.
Oh, it did. It definitely changes everything.
It doesn't really matter to me that Neon was trash talking. You're still an insane person for saying this to anyone for any reason, much less a minor. I mean,
yeah, for real. It's attention baiting. It's pathetic.
Does that even need clarifying? I feel like I'm just stating the
Neon's strangely proportioned, I suppose so. It's because he wears that button-up thing too. He looks like a fucking dork.
Obvious here. I think it's safe to say he still doesn't understand the gravity of his little outburst, though, judging by the 2 piss-poor apologies he released next.
Did he have apologies? Who the fuck would even engage with that? Like, nobody thinks he's serious. The fuck?
I wanted to say this was an eye-opener for me in my eyes. And I'm not gonna make anything bad like that happen.
You know that the platform told me how to do that if he wanted to come back, give an apology, even if it's dog shit.
Ever again.
So there are a lot of issues with this video, but the standout moment to me is when Neon hilariously says this.
That was not something that comes out of a person like me's mouth ever. I'm not that type of guy. I'm not that type of person.
I'm sorry, but for anyone not aware,
that is like the only type of person that he is, yeah.
I'll just come out and say, Neon is not a good person. This isn't controversial to say. I don't think even his
yeah, well, it's his parents' fault.
Fans who like him.
They're not regulating their child. He's still a kid. But like they didn't regulate him enough when he was growing up. Because I would have whooped the fuck out of my kid if he was acting like this.
Consider Neon a good and decent person. I'm sorry, man. You are famous because people hate you. You can play a terrible person online if you own it. You're fine with that. But the moral posturing when it becomes convenient for your career is the definition of disingenuous. People see right through it. If you actually want others to think of you as a good person, maybe let your actions speak for themselves and don't do stuff like this. Otherwise, you're just gonna get written off and end up having to apologize again, which is exactly what happened.
Let me clear that up too, bro. Let me clear that up. I want to start off by saying
is he permanently banned yet again, or is it still like or did they not do that? Is he back still?
They do not. Why am I smiling? I want to start off by saying, yo, we got hella people in here. God damn, man. I don't fuck with that shit. The fact that
this is why he does this though, because he's getting more people in there to see the performative apology, like the Jerry Springer style apology here. That's what the whole thing is about.
someone let me get to such a bad point in my what the hell? The fact that someone let me get to such a bad point in my words and shit for
what?
Okay.
I mean, at least here he
Incredible.
isn't hiding how he feels. He's annoyed that he's even having to do any of this in the first place, and I guarantee if he hadn't been banned, he wouldn't have addressed this at all.
No, of course not.
The fact that someone let me
towing the
get
line.
that down bad and say those things is really fucked up, and I want to take full accountability.
What do you
Somebody let you say that? Okay, whatever.
mean you threatened to dox and assault a child because you were, quote, down bad, and that it's not your fault you said any of it because someone should have burst into the room and physically restrained you or something? Of course. I get that you're young, Neon, but you're way too old to be pulling this kind of shit.
No, yeah, he's acting like a 16-year-old, but he's like in his 20s now. Something's gonna happen to him. He's gonna get his ass kicked, or he's gonna get smacked around, or he's gonna get like banned, like permanently. Something's gonna happen. He's gonna spiral, and then he's gonna end up like fucking FouseyTube or whatever his name is, just a pathetic loser.
These aren't the NBA 2K Fortnite days, all right? You're now one of the leading streamers on Kick, and you need to set a better example if you want the site to not have the reputation it already does. But why would he do that? He can't even contain his emotions long enough to listen to basic criticism without immediately bursting into a weird transphobic fit of rage.
Oh, here goes this guy, bro.
We're just
Chat.
telling me about like, wow.
I swear to God, bro. Hey, listen, whatever the your name is, you listen, bro. You wanna fight? Let me know, bro. I swear to God, I will beat your ass. You're an annoying ass motherfucker. You blue hair. You are so damn annoying, bro. I hate.
These people are so annoying with everything. Is I'm gonna fight you. I'm gonna fight you. It's just so cringe. It's like the most childish things that all they want to do is touch other men. It's fucking gay. It needs to stop. Nobody thinks that you're tough. You look like a loser.
This guy. I literally hate him, bro. I wanna. Not gonna say that.
I can't tell if this is a joke or if he's really that delusional, but if these two ever set foot in the ring, Charlie is shutting down this guy's entire bloodline, okay? I'll just say that. Even the people trying to defend Neon can't get through to him. That's how far gone he is. I mean, he literally calls Keemstar a pedo for trying to defend him.
First of all, I defended you during this certain situation.
Yeah, because you're a pedo yourself. That's why you defended me, you weird.
Dude, go fuck yourself.
Why would you even try to defend him? You're a fucking idiot.
Just no value in trying to save this kid. It's over. He just can't help but be hated by virtually everyone who has to deal with him. But that doesn't make Neon unique by any means. In fact, being the internet's favorite punching bag is a trait especially consistent in our next specimen.
Oh, Jack.
Before becoming
Jack Dingledorf. All right.
Famous for harassing strangers in public and hiding behind his belligerent bodyguards when confronted for his own annoying behavior.
I fucking hate this guy. I really wish somebody would have railed him out. Well, not in that way. If you're here from Instagram, already been watching your videos, you're like Destiny 2.0, and I mean that in a good way. I appreciate that, man. I figure I'm Destiny 2.0 because I'm twice as big as him.
What? Well, bro, what you gonna do? What you gonna do?
Didn't he get banned and now he doesn't have a bodyguard or anything?
Jack Doherty was too. A young kid flipping markers at school and unboxing Call of Duty bundles in his living room floor, trying to build a legacy. While their career paths may have
I'm trying to build some Legos, you see?
been similar, I have to say Jack Doherty has always been a little more trend savvy than Neon. 7 years and 14 million subscribers ago, Jack was already learning how to clickbait like his idols, the Pauls, trying his hand at innocent prank calls and hopping on the epic killer clown bandwagon of 20.
He looks like such a gay kid. That's not like an insult. He just looks so gay. What the hell?
16.
Remember my killer clown? Yeah, he's back. He just texted me something like really creepy, and here it is. Oh, he's doing it again. He's doing it again. Look, guys, he said, I'm back, and then he put a knife.
Whoa.
A knife. Look at that.
A simpler time. I guess Jack never got the memo, though, that in order to be a functional member of society, at some point, you kind of have to grow up. It's one thing to get kicked out of Walmart as an immature 13-year-old. It's another to do it as a millionaire adult.
Yeah, but that's all he's got, and he's completely audience captioned. That's what they want.
Guys, so we're in Walmart. We're gonna see how long it takes to get kicked out of the back. Get out of my back room now. My back room. My daddy owns this back room. You're assaulting the camera. Daddy, chill. Wait, it's not that deep.
Dude, you set out to make her mad, and now you're gonna pretend like it wasn't that deep?
This is why we need more access to firearms. Because if somebody goes into a back room like that with a camera, you should be able to shoot them.
When she gives you the reaction you were looking for all along. But I guess that
Wait, he's got to ham it up. He's got to ham it up for the camera.
wasn't enough for a whole video, so he moved on to harassing and lying to another worker instead.
Sir, would you be interested in a rim job? Please don't record me. You look like you could use a rim job.
I'm asking you politely, please not record.
It's not recording.
You really should.
See, it's just like he's being so respectful. And he shouldn't even be respectful, but he is like, please don't record me. Not everybody wants to be recorded on the internet and have everything put up. It's obnoxious when people do that.
It feels so comfortable hassling someone who's just trying to do their job in peace. Man, that's not normal. If you see someone working hard to get through the day and your first thought is, I should film this person and humiliate them online for clout, you need therapy. But I'm getting ahead.
You need your parents to beat the fuck out of you. For sure. Weird how I said that, for sure. But no, for real, you do need that. That's like a real thing that needs to happen.
Myself. I think we can actually learn a thing or two about modern day Jack by looking back at his early work. If you're wondering how he ended up doing stuff like this for clout and attention, it might possibly have something to do with him never being disciplined as a kid, and in fact, having his behavior enabled by his parents from a young age.
Maybe somebody needs to kick his parents' ass, you know?
Take this 7-year-old video, for example, where his mother willingly drives him to the actual FaZe house on the off chance he gets to meet his favorite YouTubers in the flesh.
That's pathetic. I think anybody who does that is fucking pathetic. I don't care if it's for the FaZe clan or for Britney Spears or something. Well, whatever. So TikToker, this is pathetic. It's one thing to go to like a meet and greet, but this is like weird. So it's also a boundary violation.
Filming their home and neighborhood without permission. I mean, talk about a breach of privacy. This is about as parasocial as it gets.
We're at the FaZe house right now. Holy crap, guys, we're going in.
Holy crud, guys, we're really growing in right now.
We're going in.
And it wouldn't have
holy crud, dude. Holy Kringus.
Happened if his mom hadn't allowed it. Really gives you a sense of who calls the shots in the Doherty family, huh?
Thank you, Mommy. You're the best.
If my kid ever asked me to drive them to a YouTuber's house, he's getting disowned. That's a joke. I don't have a kid. Obviously, if I did, I'd be exploiting him in vlogs by now. Jack
yeah, that's funny.
Stands there a while, knocking repeatedly on the door, hoping, praying that he can maybe catch a single glimpse of one of the elusive FaZe members. But it's taking a while, and even his mother is getting impatient.
Come on, wait 1 more minute.
I mean, is this actually for the FaZe house, or is this just some kind of like stupid idiot joke? I don't get it.
I want them to come out so freaking badly.
But after loitering long enough, Jack finally...
When I have to poop really bad in the morning, you know? And like I'm dehydrated and I'm really trying to get that poop out, but it won't.
Gets his wish.
Oh my god! FaZe rain! FaZe rain! Guys, it's freaking FaZe rain! The Audi are in. Holy crap! No, FaZe rain, you're leaving us!
And then it's over. Oh, that was worth it, huh? Shocked FaZe Rain would feel uncomfortable coming home to a random child filming him on his front porch. I mean, real mystery why he sped away so fast.
It's so weird because that's the opposite of what happened to me one time. I showed up. Okay, never mind.
Guys, so we're leaving the FaZe house. They didn't open the door. We saw his car and everything, but he didn't come out. Why?
Which goes back to the original point that if Jack had someone in his life to tell him that this was wrong and inappropriate,
kick his ass, yeah,
and invasive, he may not have continued on down this path. And
I kind of feel like, you know, now we're at this point. It's like, what's worse, being an abusive parent or being an absent parent like that? You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. I don't know, man. I think I'd rather get beat than be able to do whatever I wanted. You know, too much discipline or not enough discipline? Which one's worse, guys? Tough call.
And although it may sound cliche to say at this point, it seems Jack was never really taught that actions come with consequences. He reminds us of his entitlement all the time.
I can hear you. If he keeps recording, I'm gonna break the camera. I don't care. You're gonna get kicked out of your school and you're gonna have to watch your pants.
One thing I've noticed about Jack is that he is a serial
if you remake my grammar, then you're gonna get out of your school. Wow, really cool guy, man.
Vibe killer.
What is he doing, bro? Now we all get in.
For example, here he is at a beach party with a bunch of college kids he doesn't go to school with, or as he calls them, NPCs.
That's why she doesn't belong in college with all these NPCs.
He is very...
Who's the woman that's like supporting his content for attention? She's a fucking loser too.
Obviously the outcast in this situation, yet somehow he still sees himself as above all these other students. Investing in your future by getting an education? Not cool, according to Jack.
You're not cool. You guys are in school. School is not cool.
I'm sure it's easy to feel all high and mighty when you've got 2 security guards at your side to intimidate any...
Yeah, those guys are fucking losers too, those security guards. They're fucking losers. I hope that they, like, I hope they reconsider their life every day of the week for what they're doing.
Drunk.
Because they're, like, they're just engaging in some loser shit and where some asshole kid decides to mock other people and rile up, like, a fight and then, like, oh, I'll defend you. I'll suck your little fucking... I'll suck your little penis, Jack Doherty, for some money. A loser behavior.
Frat dude that may get fed up with your nonstop filming, but the irony of telling them to cry about it as he walks away with his tail tucked between his legs is just perfect. Jack has never been able to take even a fraction of the shit he dishes out. If you waste an entire day digging through Jack's bloated backlog of content like I have, you'll discover his Karen saga from 2020.
Damn, what a rough fucking life, man. Not even kidding. I have to watch this for a video. Not me, him. For fucking, it sounds horrible.
He would ride his dirt bike past his neighbor's house in the morning to intentionally piss her off like the asshole he is, label her a Karen, and milk her reaction for all the content he can, filming and provoking her instead of trying to resolve things maturely behind the scenes. Because why do that? Being reasonable and normal isn't enough.
Shit parents, that's why.
Option when we've got merch to sell.
I want to say, guys, I dropped brand new merch. It's on the screen right there. It's super dope, guys. I know you'll love it.
They went back and forth for a while, culminating when renowned psychological mastermind Dr. Phil decided to get involved. Now, you'd think Jack would maybe revel in all this new new exposure he'd be getting from going on Dr. Phil, and he definitely did, especially in this vlog leading up to his national television debut.
Basically, Dr. Phil has seen my videos about the Karens, and he wants me to come on Dr. Phil because he thinks I have a problem or something like that. And my manager's like, Jack, you gotta do this. Like, this could be great publicity for you. I'm like, yo, I'm down. Like, Dr. Phil, my mom's a huge fan.
But once he's in the studio and has to answer for being a dick to his neighbor, we see a slightly different side of Jack.
Yeah, fucking coward loser, probably.
His confidence is rattled, and he keeps trying to defend himself as a good person who is more than happy to apologize if need be.
I'm 100% willing to apologize to her right now. Rachel, I'm sorry for riding my dirt bike by your house.
Only those words ring hollow once he shifts.
Well, they ring hollow in general. He's just saying that just to be a little fucking baby.
Into victim mode. What he did could have been worse, he says, even stating outright that he's being unfairly targeted for no reason.
But I was trying my best and everyone was picking on me for like everything I did, you know? But like, all right, I'm used to it, whatever.
Because you're a loser and so is your dad. Someone should punch your fucking dad in the face just right in front of you. It's just a joke, obviously.
Attacked for everything, I feel like. I could have put her face out on the internet, but I chose not to do that because I don't want it to have effect on her life either.
Wow, what a good guy.
So, I'm just saying.
It's like he's genuinely a bit anxious about this new audience he's in front of maybe not liking him.
She just exaggerates like everything. Like the first time she started talking, she started like screaming at me. If she was respectful, I would have went right to like I would have been like, sorry, I'll never ride here.
You're disrespectful. What are you talking about? Thank you for the $5 from Jack Esposito. Happy Corpus Christi and Pride Month, Papa and friends. Santa Muerte. Please protect the LGBTQ plus community. I just got out of mass. 505 NM. All right, brother. Thank you so much, man. I appreciate that.
Watched the video and you said 50,000 likes and I'll go down there and do it again.
She came to my house 4 or 5 times.
Yeah, I wonder why she kept doing that. He has no problem going after random people as long as he can talk shit from a safe distance where he benefits financially. But once it's time to be held somewhat accountable, that's where he falls apart. It's why he has to hide behind others for all the problems he creates.
What did I say? What did I say? I don't know. She said you was talking shit. How? I don't know. I'm live stream. I don't know. Would you say so? Go look at my live stream. I don't got your live stream.
Yeah, I'm sorry. You'll never know.
I didn't know who
Oh, what a tough guy.
Jack was until I saw this video a few months ago. He had already established
That's his big video, dude, and I've watched him 0 times since then. But I have watched other people talk about him.
himself as one of the biggest personalities on Kick for reasons that we will unfortunately be getting into more later. But to many outside of the IRL streaming ecosystem, this was their first introduction to the Doughboy. We see him arguing with
the fucking Doughboy. That actually is funny.
The dude by the name of Chase at David Dobrik's Halloween party.
Bro, I swear to God, if I'm not actually in this video and you said that I was in this video earlier, and you're just trying to say that I'm one of the worst streamers of all time, I'm gonna fucking cry tonight and I'm gonna just be sad.
We know it's a Halloween party because of Chase's costume, which ironically and tragically has the phrase "get physical" strewn across the front. Apparently Jack called Corinna Kumpf an OnlyFans whore, and after pretending like he didn't say anything.
Do you think I said something? That's what I heard. That's all I heard. All right.
I mean, it's not even worth engaging with this fucking child loser, you know? It's just like, oh, let's call you an OnlyFans whore. It's like, okay, just like move on from it. It's not worth it. And like, yeah, something should happen to him, but nothing's going to. Well, he got banned apparently, so something did happen to him. It's not even worth engaging because then he gets more content out of it and he gets to look like a tough guy.
Found me. Jack, did you say something? Yeah. You think I said something?
He tries to walk it back by claiming he calls everyone an OnlyFans whore. Hey, we're all OnlyFans whores here. Corinna is on.
True, dude, all the time, baby.
But only because he's being confronted.
You know Corinna lit. She is lit. Yeah, so don't talk. You can't talk.
It's not like a joke, but like, I call everyone an OnlyFans. We're all fucking OnlyFans.
You can tell he's nervous with the way he anxiously
What a fucking loser. What a pussy.
Sways back and forth and keeps eyeing his bodyguard, a man who calls himself Kane Kong, to help bail him out of the conflict.
Wow, Kane Kong?
Back and forth and keeps eyeing his bodyguard, a man who calls himself Kane Kong.
Sounds almost racist to himself there, huh?
To help bail him out of the conflict that he...
Whore daughter or Jack Doherty? Fucking whore daughter. Like, I don't know. Definitely whore daughter than fucking Jack Doherty. I'd rather look at my own daughter's OnlyFans and enjoy it than have a son like Jack Doherty. Okay, I'm not kidding. All right, I would be fucking ashamed. Okay.
Instigated by bad-mouthing Corinna. It's only after Kane gets in.
Maybe that doesn't look good for me.
Involved that Jack suddenly regains his energy and picks up a little more confidence. Now he's the big tough guy he wants us all to think he is.
So now what's the next step? Now, you want to suck my or what? Like, where we getting? You're broke. Damn.
You call me broke. No, I'm gonna cry myself to sleep tonight. Appreciate you. Don't care.
All right, then walk it.
Corinna explains why.
All right, then walked it. Why's that guy pretending to be like a black guy? What the hell is that? Thank you so much for the $2 for Match Cut. I love you, Father Stomach. Thank you. I appreciate that. And no, I don't have a cameo. I have one. I just don't have it active. I don't know how I feel about doing it. You know, it's like.
She doesn't want to talk to Jack. Completely completely valid, by the way. There are an infinite number of reasons not to be associated with this guy.
Just because I'm at a party and I don't want to talk to you, you say that
No.
OnlyFans.
That's not what it was.
That's literally what it was.
Okay, wait.
I literally got sent a clip in the middle of a party.
Oh, really?
I just I'm at a party. No, I'm at a party. I don't want to be on stream.
But in the midst of this chaos is when Kane finally, and for no reason, with no warning whatsoever, decks Chase in the face and lays him out flat on the concrete. I can't show you the uncensored clip.
Yeah, I've seen that. How come he didn't go to the jail? The old jail, you know?
Of course, but all you need to know is that the dude did nothing to provoke anyone. He did nothing. Plus, Kane is about 3 times the size of Chase anyway. There would be no reason to use all of his...
Well, Kane's heart's probably as strong as mine with all the fucking steroids he's on, so good for him. Thank you for the $10 from Spoops. You're looking especially based today, Papa G. Much love. Thank you. I didn't know. Thank you so much.
Forced to knock this guy to the ground even if he had initiated, but he didn't. And if you didn't know, that is assault. But Kane should be well aware of that. Yeah. This isn't the first time he's beaten someone up for no reason. Once knocking a woman unconscious when he was working as security for a DaBaby in 2019.
Sounds like looks like the type, you know? Not for like any. That wasn't like some kind of a bad stereotype. Okay, I don't. Sorry, that's just an offhanded comment.
If you ask him, he was only doing his job. After all, he thought she was a man, so I guess that would have made it totally fine. I mean, just earlier that year, a 22-year-old fan was reportedly only trying to get a picture.
You gotta be careful now, because you might think somebody's a man nowadays, but it might be a woman or non-binary, so you really do have to be careful.
With DaBaby when he was beaten senseless by Kane and other members of security to the point where he ended up in a coma and almost died.
What the fuck?
According to the family. It resulted in DaBaby getting sued. So with all of that in
maybe that's why the baby group fell off and not because of like the weird Instagram stuff.
Mind, I have no idea why Jack would hire Kane to work with him when he's proved himself to be such a massive liability.
Because it seems like he's in the news every once in a while for doing something stupid because he's a fucking idiot.
Unsurprisingly, Jack was met with a lawsuit of his own, and as far as I'm aware, it's still ongoing. But I don't think it helps Jack's case that this isn't the only time he's had a security step in for him. After all, the only reason they're there is to help Jack get away with what he does best, annoying the fuck out of everyone he meets.
What the fuck is your problem?
You can pretty much close your eyes and click on any random Jack Doherty video to
no thank you.
find him making an ass out of himself in public. It's like he just can't help himself. I mean, this guy spends like 5 straight minutes making loud moaning sounds while getting a massage at a mall.
Wow, that's so funny.
Oh yeah, I like that.
Yeah. Oh yeah, harder, dude. This is so funny content. I'm gonna start watching this guy.
Oh, harder, I like it. Oh, oh yeah. You're getting all in there, shawty. Just like
I act like that sometimes when I get a massage, but only at an Asian place, if you know what I'm saying. One of those Asian parlors. They ain't half bad, dude. They ain't half bad.
Like that.
No one laughs. It's just everyone being super uncomfortable, hoping it ends.
Give me that neck. Is it bad that it's turning me on? I'm gonna blow. That's coming. I'm gonna blow. I think I'm good.
Wow, it's like when you say a joke and nobody laughs and you don't think anybody heard you, so you say it again, and then you realize they did hear you, but it wasn't a good joke, and you just keep saying it over and over again because you don't have the self-awareness to realize, like, yeah, they heard you, you know?
Here, I nutted.
Then he calls the masseuse disrespectful for not taking his money.
Here's $50.
I don't want your money.
You have to take it. We're running. She just ripped up the 50. Wait, give me that money back. Take this. Do it. Do it. You won't. You won't do it. Do it.
Please just walk out.
Wait, do it. You won't. She just ripped up a $50 bill, bro. The disrespect.
He makes a big deal out of it, then starts handing out bits of the $50 bill to random people who don't even know what the hell is going on. And of course, he has to remind us he isn't a mean person. He's not a bad guy. He just wants to put the masseuse.
He's just a little goofball, a little silly goose.
His face on a shirt. Not to mess with her at all, of course. I mean, he's not doing anything wrong, remember?
It's like, I'm not being like mean or anything. I'm literally putting on a shirt. It's not that deep. It's funny.
By the time it's printed, though, the lady, lucky for her, has already clocked out for the day.
Good for her, man. Get out of there as soon as possible.
Still, that doesn't stop him from messing with any of the other workers.
Does he need help? Hello. Whoa. 1 second. Don't worry, I'm a professional.
It's as if he's on a mission to make everyone else's day so much worse. There is negative value in provoking a random teacher only to turn around and pretend like it was him in the wrong the entire time.
Why are you acting so stupid?
Huh?
Why are you acting stupid?
Dude, you shouldn't chew with your...
Why are you acting stupid?
You shouldn't talk with your mouth.
What's especially weird is that he at one point tells this guy he's 16, which is just straight up not true. He was 18 by the time he made this.
Get out of here.
Well, he's probably saying that because he knows if he says he's 18, the guy will feel more inclined to hit him. This is the fucking truth. Like I was saying before, these guys don't know when to grow up. They don't realize when they do grow up. But like he kind of knows. He knows that if he says that he's 18, he's gonna be at like a greater risk of getting the fuck smacked out of him. So he's like, "Oh, I'm only 16."
16.
Get out of here.
Dude, chill. I'm 16.
Don't be an idiot.
Bro, chill. Just sit down and eat your food. Just sit down and eat your food.
But then again, he probably does see himself in a perpetual state of adolescence anyway. Why bother growing up when this is the behavior that's gotten him his dream house at 20 years old?
I feel complete, you know, and I'm only 20 years old, but this is a direct result of hard work, guys. Obviously,
he doesn't feel complete. Like it's not just about the money. It's about making the content too. It's about the popularity. That's gone pretty much. This guy's gonna spiral too.
Wouldn't have anything I have if I don't work all day, every day. A lot of people hate on me because I have money and I show that I have money.
Yeah, man, that's why people hate you, because you have money. Totally.
Bro, I love Ric Flair, and he had money. Everybody loved him. Actually, a lot of people hated him, but he's a good guy. He's a wheeling, dealing son of a gun. You know.
Really not the other stuff. It's because you're too successful.
One thing people don't understand is I'm not just gonna buy 2 Lambos and a McLaren and not show them online.
Whoa.
I'm not flexing. I'm just getting my money's worth.
I hate to say this, Jack, but that is literally the definition of flexing, which is fine, and you just own it. Enough of the bullshit grandstanding. We're not all idiots.
A lot of people like to use my wealth against me and say I'm a brat, blah, blah, blah. If you
Yeah, this guy's definitely oppressed.
talk to anyone around me, if you really got to know me, you would know I'm not like that.
I would never do that, and I hope that the tragic accident happens to you, you fucking scumbag.
I wouldn't have what I have in life if that's how I treat the people around me.
Actually, Jack,
Okay.
it seems like the people around you want to beat.
I mean, didn't Judas, like the one that betrayed Jesus, quite literally become rich after doing so? Something to think about.
You up. I don't know if you've noticed that. Would love to know who out there doesn't consider.
I'm not saying that you should do bad things. I'm saying that, like, obviously, you can be a bad person and still do well, at least in this life, but maybe not the next one. What do you think about that?
Jack Doherty, an entitled, spoiled brat. This is why I like Jack. I know you work hard, Jack. Well said. You're a G. On God, bro. Respect. Bro, I don't get why people hate him. He works so hard to get everything he has. Yeah, working hard for Jack Doherty means
I feel like I work harder than this guy, and I don't.
trying to get kicked out of places, being involved in physical altercations, and flipping a golf cart over on his
and being cringe. Right?
Girlfriend just to go viral. A lot of hard work. I don't know how he does it. Jack's fans will commend him for grinding for his success and applaud how hard he must have worked to reach such a status. While meanwhile, the hard work in question is just getting in the way of a college tour.
It's not too late to turn around, guys. This guy is a capper and UCLA pays him to lie.
Thank you so much for joining us.
It's not worth $60,000 a year. It's 2021. Do we really need college anymore, though? I might have to join you, though.
Yeah, probably. Not everybody does. I mean, that's a whole conversation about jobs being diminished and the wages being driven down by technology. So there's less jobs available proportionally to the amount of people that there are. But, you know, we don't have to worry about that right now, guys. We don't have to worry about it quite yet.
Sure. Is it cool if I join you?
Like I said, we cannot allow any extra guests on our tour. I need to continue.
Okay, I'm just gonna keep walking. Like.
All right. So as I was saying about study abroad, there's a whole
Speaking of broads, the broads here are bossy as fuck.
There's nothing hard about what he does. It takes no skill to be Jack. It takes a flagrant disregard for the people around you, but that's not exactly something to commend, now is it? In fact, it's honestly a little terrifying what all Jack is willing to do for the dopamine. Like I mentioned earlier, I do unfortunately subject myself to these people's streams every now and then, and I just so happened to catch Jack Doherty at a time when he was lounged out in his Sprinter, bored out of his mind, trying to think of some way to occupy his time for the rest of the evening. The stream had already been going on 8 hours and was kind of hitting a lull. He needed something to get the chat raving again. I walked away from my computer for about 15 minutes and came back.
Really? Like, why are you guys streaming for 8 hours, desperately trying to find content to do that you think is interesting? Jesus Christ.
To Jack speeding down,
like, just do fucking only stream for 4 hours. I don't understand.
A residential neighborhood in a $50,000 Can-Am ATV that he's already crashed once, by the way, swerving on and off the road, veering dangerously close to all sorts of nearby trees, lampposts, fire hydrants, and power lines.
Damn, it's just so sad that like a tragedy did not befall him. Sad stuff, guys.
Like 3 other people with him. To make it worse, I actually went back in the VOD and found him doing the exact same thing earlier in the day where there were more cars on the road.
You think, is this legal?
This?
Yeah.
No.
Jack's friend's mom. Wow, Jack's mom. You need to get also punished. I could punish you. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, but you're the mom.
Absolutely not.
You should be telling us to stop.
Hey, having fun.
He keeps looking down at this chat and taking his hands off the wheel. I mean, the safety of himself and others isn't exactly a priority for Jack here, clearly.
His parents are fucking losers. They're absolute fucking degenerate losers.
Like this cyclist he passes while staring down at his phone. Lovely. Jack has seemingly unlimited access to all the cars and money someone his age could ever dream of, without any of the responsibilities such wealth should require. But believe it or not, streaming isn't even his main income source. The overwhelming majority of Jack's YouTube views come from shorts, meaning he's hardly making enough money over there to fund the lavish lifestyle he flaunts in front of our faces.
I mean, does he make that money on much money on shorts? I mean, I guess you can make some good money on there.
Making the real specific source of his wealth a bit trickier to pin down. I'm sure he made a lot from his kick deal, but Jack has to have something else going on to afford 21 homes in cash, at least $800,000 worth of cars, and an abundant watch collection. And it may just have a little something to do with his side hustle.
So many other people get trolled for their girlfriend doing OnlyFans, but
what a fucking loser. Listen, if your girlfriend does OnlyFans, God bless. But I just feel like you're pathetic, you know?
I feel like me, Steve will do it. Like, we both don't get trolled for our girlfriends having OnlyFans.
But like you do, so it's okay.
Jack Doherty has an OnlyFans, but I don't think he uses it that much. I don't really want to know, to be honest with you, how often he uses it. I learned that he apparently kissed the Island Boys on there, you know, the incest twins who make out.
Incredible. What a good guy. What a legacy to leave, you know. 20 years from now, if anybody even remembers you, this is what they're going to think about you. It's fucking incredible. Impressive stuff. What's going on, brother?
With each other.
Thank you so much for the small gut from Hunter Aced. Thank you so much, brother.
Those guys, sorry. It's not really an important detail to include. I just want you to know these twins do kiss each other on the lips for content, okay? That's where we are as a
Well, I mean, if I had a twin that looked just like me, I'd kiss him on the lips too. You know what I'm saying, baby?
But Jack's millions don't necessarily come from his account, mind you. No, the bulk of his fortune comes from the girls he signs. Let me explain. If you recall, Andrew Tate...
Yeah. I mean, he does like the OnlyFans thing where this is probably what's happening. So if you're an OnlyFans male user, keep in mind, you're probably talking to a guy. So what's probably happening is he has some kind of stupid thing where he has probably a bunch of guys do this, where they take a split of the girl's money and the girls basically provide the pictures and the guys will run the profile. So they'll be online like 24/7. And they'll be like, hey, it's just a dude looking at your fucking little schmingle. So just keep that in mind. That it's like never an actual fucking girl.
He discovered a long time ago.
I learned that the hard way. Because one time I was messaging an OnlyFans girl and we fell in love. And then I was like, can you show me you? And he's like, I want to show you the real me. And he sent me his penis. It was uncut and it was disgusting. But I still came.
If he could get...
All right. I'm sorry. That was the weirdest goddamn thing I think I've ever said, man. All right.
Very rich by hiring models to work for what became he and his brother's online webcam business.
Well, just to be clear, the OnlyFans thing, not quite as bad as the Tates taking passports from women, grooming them into coming to his country, setting them up so that they feel like they have to do the porn, not letting them leave the house with that unless he was convinced that they were so in love that they would come back, etc., etc., etc. So just to be clear, I doubt that Jack Doherty is as bad as Andrew Tate. Yeah, just to be clear. Oh, and also like stealing their money by claiming that they were paying taxes off with it, but not doing that.
States have openly bragged about using dozens of girls to scam desperate men out of thousands of dollars over the internet, explaining in one interview how the girls would sit on a webcam and an old dude would sit there. I was training these girls and it got to the point where it was easier if I typed myself. We had the two girls on camera with a keyboard that wasn't plugged in, but I was behind the screen talking to the dudes, saying the right things to start dragging money out of the internet. With Tristan even admitting,
you think that Andrew Tate like was jerking off when he used to talk to these guys, like he was getting really horny from it?
It was all a massive scam. Yet at the height of it, the Tates were raking in about $600,000 a month, all thanks to the likeness of these models. And it seems Jack may have taken a similar route.
Is OnlyFans probably your biggest source of income? Is that split up between like your own page and like helping other people with their pages?
Yeah, basically. But yeah, that's like my main source, I'd say.
By recruiting OnlyFans girls to his network, Jack is
I mean, like fundamentally, it's a smart tactic to do something else, make a little bit of fame and money off of one project, and then start another project, right? He's just a scumbag fucking loser, you know?
To take an unknown cut of their earnings, and in return, the girls get promoted on Jack's social medias, get to live in a big mansion with him, and risk their lives riding around in his awesome go-karts. It's actually
okay, just the audio got me.
Actually a very carefully crafted business model. Whenever he features these girls in his often sexual TikToks and YouTube shorts,
I had to get an OF girl that was really good at blowing to blow it all the way up to
100.
She got so tired that I had to swap OF girls and she took it all the way up to
200 blows. It's so hard now.
he always makes sure to leave
I get it, it's a sex pee-pee joke.
a pinned comment directing his exceedingly young fan base to the girl's OnlyFans profile.
Mommy, I need your credit card for something. What? No, I can't tell you.
And these are some of the most watched shorts on his entire channel, so it's
Damn, 42 million shorts? That's a lot of money. You get paid, I think, about 150 per million. So what's 42 times 150? It's at least 160. Okay, I'm gonna do the math.
not hard to see why he's been criticized for it. Not only is he directly promoting...
That's if, okay, my wife just texted me pure liquid shooting out of her ass. I thought that... Okay, I probably shouldn't have said that out loud. $6,300? I mean, that's a lot of money, I guess. But, like, if he's doing... I mean, I guess the OnlyFans is paying more. That's a lot of money, though. I could... Shit. It'd be great if I got a bad viral video.
Porn to what he knows as a child audience. Even the OF deals themselves have come under scrutiny.
All right, so this is a lot.
What is he taking advantage of the people?
I want to address. I think it's the last thing I have to address, but basically there's this rumor.
By November of last year, another Kick streamer by the name of Natalie Reynolds began making some pretty serious claims against Jack, beginning by expressing outrage at the contract he had her sign, which she says included no end date, before announcing days later that she would be terminating her OF contract with the scammer Jack Doherty.
Damn, got him.
This kid has done nothing but take advantage of everyone around him. Disgusting. Adding it stick to grooming minors.
Damn, I don't know what that means, but You know, this doesn't necessarily mean that the deals are bad, but I just wouldn't doubt that the deals are bad, you know?
Which is an insane thing to just tack on there at the end. She did follow up with, oh, by the way, that grooming thing ain't a joke, LOL. This girl was 17 and Jack waited months for her birthday to get her drunk and sign a contract on a yacht. This
I don't know if that's grooming, but that sounds disgusting either way.
claim was echoed by another ex-member of Jack's circle, a dude by the name of Matthew JGL, who once worked as an editor for Jack and
how old is fucking Jack Doherty? Why is he getting 18-year-olds drunk? Doherty age. Oh wow, he's 20. Incredible. Okay, that's interesting. Wow, Darman, gotta love it. Okay, thank you for the $5 check. As you know, this little boy's disrespect towards that Asian lady is totally unacceptable. There can only be one Jack, and then a punching emoji, a person emoji, and then a tear emoji. Incredible, thank you.
Likes to credit himself as the guy who revived Jack Doherty's career.
Yeah, it's not grooming, but if he had like this person signed a contract while they were drunk, there could be something legal. You know, it's still like gross behavior.
When he was stuck at just 3 million subscribers. In an interview with the
only 3
Asher show, Matt goes so far as to name the alleged 17-year-old and insists that Jack intentionally hires younger candidates.
They obviously go for like the youngest ones. Crazy one that they have, Claire. She was 17 and like we met her at Sway. Not even just Claire. He obviously just goes for the young girls. And Claire actually signed when she was drunk on a boat. And
well, I mean, he's like that age too. The only that's wrong to be drunk when you sign. But I will say that like when it comes to like, oh, he always goes for young girls to sign on to OnlyFans. Guys are degenerates and they usually want to see young girls on OnlyFans. You know, unless you're a real man, you're like fat milfs.
she's not allowed to drink. But
she signed to him when she was drunk on a boat.
He waits to get these drunk and make them sign their life away.
Jack initially
I wouldn't doubt that.
He responded to Natalie's tweets with utter denial across the board, calling it the dumbest accusation ever and asking to
guys, again, it's an allegation. Okay, we don't really know. But also Jack's a loser.
Stop giving this clout chasing attention. Her whole account is a fan page for me,
women bad, the ultimate response.
Sam, and Neon. Neon, it should be noted, also repeated these claims on a stream of his own, but apparently apologized for it behind the scenes, at least according to Jack. While Jack chalked most of Matt's behavior up to Matt being jealous of his success or whatever, Jack and his
I don't think anybody is really jealous of this guy's success. I think that there are plenty of people out there that like want to make more money. Absolutely, but do you want this? Nobody respects you. I'd rather have I have a comfortable living and people respect me. Nobody respects Jack Doherty. He's a fucking loser. So, like, why would you ever want that success? It's a very limited success.
Her girlfriend McKinley have both accused Matt of SA.
Also, your parents failed you and you're a fucking loser.
In fact, they claim he's abused a number of the girls who live with Jack, McKinley being one of them. The latter posting
what does that mean, abuse?
A lengthy thread to Twitter in which she explained how Matt had initially been wanting her to come to Florida for a while, and although she had no intention of pursuing anything romantic with him, she finally agreed to come down when Jack and another OnlyFans model invited her. That's when
why the fuck did you go down there?
She says Matt became increasingly aggressive, accusing him of cornering and forcibly kissing her right when she got to the house, making her feel super uncomfortable to the point that when she outwardly told him how she felt, he became so irate that Jack and several others had to physically break down a bedroom door to save McKinley.
I mean, it could be true. Who knows? I mean, he gives me Brock Turner vibes, so maybe. But again, it's an allegation, so.
Stating that there's so much more she can say and many more girls wanting to come forward about him, she says Matt is jealous and the only thing he cares about is seeing Jack's downfall. Matt responded by appearing on a podcast and showing a series
cool guy.
of text messages between him and McKinley around the time of the alleged incident, insisting that she was
what does the messages say? I mean, like, I don't care that much because I'm not taking this too seriously.
And showing a
hopefully I see you this weekend. Yeah, I hope so too. I'll keep you guys updated. Just gotta get the bread up. You can't easily get the bread up you can easily get the bread up with this. You don't really have an option. You can come steal me. Filling my tank right now. Let me know when you leave. I gotta be the thing.
Series of text messages between him and McKinley around the time of the alleged incident, insisting
I don't feel like reading this. I don't really care because like I'm not sitting here leveraging like an accusation against him. So I don't give a shit, and I'm not like really. That's not the focus of this video. I don't feel like engaging with some kind of like sexual assault thing. So
that she was actually into him.
To be honest, not to be rude. I mean, it could have happened, and if it did, like she should get justice. But then at the same time, if you are ever interacting with Jack Doherty, you are a fucking idiot loser too. So
Matt doubles down on his assertion that their interactions were consensual, essentially claiming that McKinley would act super interested in him to his face, but turn around and tell Jack that he was scaring her.
Yeah.
Maybe.
And she literally made it where it was like, oh no, you're fine, keep doing what you're doing, like you're good, like I like you, whatever. And then she'll go to Jack and be like, please help me, he's scaring me, like But I'm so understanding. Eventually she like homie hopped to Jack and it just started getting weird at a point, like she was making things weird.
For the sake of
homie hopping to Jack, oh, cool stuff.
Time we unfortunately can't get into all of the tiny details here, but I have linked the full podcast down below, along with McKinley's statements and another.
MILFs, how oddly broad and uncultured. It's all about the hot stepmom for me. No, that's that's the thing though. It's like just a stepmom. What's taboo about that? You know what I mean? Now my real mom. Okay.
Her testimony from a girl named
all
Sammy who claims that she too was assaulted by Matt.
In the room,
Hey, baby.
the guest room that you guys had, and he came to the room and he just like was, you know, feeling me, and I told him do not do that. Like I didn't want any of that, and then he was trying to like force himself on me, and I told him, I was like, stop, you know.
Yeah, I don't know if I believe the tone of this. I mean, listen, it might be true, but this also seems like the kind of sphere that would just be like, oh, I don't like this guy, I'm gonna say something that he raped me. It's so funny. Like, you know, these people are all fucking losers, to be honest with you. So.
And I pushed him off, and then from there, I was like, get out of the room, or like, I'm gonna wake up everyone and tell them what you did. And he was like, no, no, no. He's like, you wanted this, da 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 da. And I was like crying. I was like, I did not want this. He basically like tried to molest me, like he was harassing me.
I thought you said he did. Whatever, I don't care.
I told him not to do that, and he was still doing that anyways.
Jack tweeted this video out, along with alleging the first girl Matt sexually assaulted was a girl named Sammy at my first house in LA. And nobody wanted to believe her because we all thought Matt, our friend at the time, would never do something like that. But
not Matt, the guy constantly violating other people's boundaries for content. He would never violate somebody's boundaries for sexual pleasure.
after I hired him a year later and he lived with me, the same thing and worse has happened over and over again, and I have multiple other girls ready to come forward about it. Which led to a lot of people in the replies saying, you let an alleged sexual predator live in your house because he was your friend? Jack,
damn, that's what a based alert, dude.
If that's true, you know how that makes you look, right? You're saying this happened over and over and one of the girls was underage? I mean, this isn't just some light Twitter drama, Jack. This is really serious if true. Though Matt,
they don't take anything seriously. They're all fucking stupid.
Matt has always maintained it never happened, that Jack is only now making it all up because Matt is exposing Jack's cheeks. A really weird phrasing there.
Or maybe they're all dog shit and all of it's true and they're just both really bad people that should not exist.
Jack actually tried defending himself here by saying it. Some people are mad I didn't talk about these allegations a year ago, but not everything is meant to be handled on the internet. He spent the last year of his life trying to make me look bad, and I've ignored it. And
I mean, that's true. Not everything needs to be taken on the internet. So that's, I would say that's mature if it wasn't just him making an excuse for attention.
It's time.
Or making an excuse to try to get out of something. He's not that mature of a person, so I don't take it as a mature step. I take this more as like just trying to hide behind something.
And people realize the person he is. But I mean, why would that time not have been a year ago? Are you not just admitting here that you only went after him when he came after you? There is no way your lawyer would approve of you saying this stuff, Jack. This looks awful. Matt
smart stuff, Jack. Smart stuff.
Also showed that Jack's ex-girlfriend Grace was on his side, though McKinley was quick to write her off as, quote, the dumb bitch that's still in love with her boyfriend.
Oh, got him, I guess. Ooh.
Who just wants to break them up. Unsurprisingly, Keemstar threw himself in the mix, as it was only a matter of time, and slammed Matt
yep.
for lying that he was being paid by Jack, which is obviously a wild claim for Matt to just make up, though at this point, Matt began going after Jack for things like spilling alcohol on him in the club, so it just kind of feels like we've lost the plot here. I mean, what does this have to do with anything? At one point, Matt even ended up admitting to sharing underwear with Jack when they used to be friends.
So I kind of got the gist that she wanted to move on to Jack.
Like you would sniff them, or like how does that work?
So that's why I literally asked her, like, I can give you up to Jack if you really want that. And she doubled down and she said that she liked me, she didn't like Jack, Jack's not even her type. In my stance, it's super confusing. This girl's telling me one thing, and then I have Jack and Logan telling me that she's scared of me. At the end of the day, how the f am I supposed to know that this girl's not liking me when she's literally telling me to my face that I'm fine and I'm doing everything fine and everything? I was asking McKinley, like, what's good with her? Like, do you want to get with Jack? Because if so, we share underwear, we can share girls.
Well, we shared underwear back in the day. Of course we shared girls.
Like dirty underwear, or what's up with that, dude? It's like fucking weird, you know, right?
What? I hate everyone involved with this. Some of Jack's other claims against Matt include him abusing his own dog, being so disruptive and scary that they had to call the cops on him one time, with someone named the Kick Joker posting what looks to be the
real jokester?
Official police report from March of last year. Matt's only response to this was, what happens when your own friend calls the police on you? He was complaining to the cop, trying to get me arrested for nothing. I'm not exactly sure what nothing means in this scenario. I wish he would
Are they ever going to get like fined for wasting resources from police officers or something? Or
delve a little further into that.
We had to call the cops on him once because he threatened to kill 2 of the girls and threatened to kill himself, and he beat the shit out of his dog that they body.
What? Okay.
Slamming his dog, punching the fuck out of him. Me and my friend Logan literally fucking were about to beat the shit
His friend?
out of him for it, but the cops were there. The cops got there. It was an
Yeah, plus his bodyguard wasn't there to actually do the beating up because, you know, he's a fucking coward pussy that wouldn't do anything like that.
insane fucking night. So much shit went down, and
Guys, W's in the chat for me to also help beat up his dog. W's in the chat.
if this guy really wants to
W in
start,
the chat?
I have so much dirt against him, bro. We have all the girls ready to come forward about you, bro. You're a piece of shit. No girl
We
ever
have so much dirt. We held all this dirt on until you came forward about something else. We're like the good guys, though. Don't worry about it.
wants you.
Jack also provided this insane clip of Matt going absolutely ballistic, screaming slurs left and right, and supposedly being abusive to the girls who were there.
This guy does sound like a winner. Sounds like a very well emotionally regulated man. But unfortunately, he's not a man. None of these people are men. They're fucking pathetic. Your face, even Jack's face gets on your nerves. Yeah, well, I mean, Jack looks like the kind of person with some kind of autoimmune disease that causes himself to get really puffy in the face, you know? I'm a winner. Winner, winner. Chicken dinner, brothers. Chicken dinner.
With $500 in his bank account.
Damn, he's only got $500 in the bank account, dude. That's pathetic. I have at least $501. Thank you for the 15-month small gut from Trey. Many blessings to you and yours, Gut Man. Much love. Thank you, man. I appreciate that. Many blessings to you, my brother. This is just really going on with this clip, huh? Interesting. Sorry.
But Matt has only doubled down on this clip, stating there were no girls being abused or threatened, and that he was only venting about—
He was just having a hissy fit, guys. It's no big deal.
someone asking him to do OF, which doesn't align with his Christian values. But I guess—
but working with Jack Doherty aligns with your Christian values. Somebody who does do OF, that makes perfect sense. What's up, baby?
screaming the N-word over and over does?
So I'm here
Well, I mean, there's no explicit argument against slavery in the fucking Bible, so.
to explain the video of the black screen.
Or age of consent.
It was recorded by this girl that was in the other room, and I was just got off a call with someone that was trying to get me to do like OF stuff and whatnot, and like they were like telling me stuff about my morals, and I just feel like the OF stuff's wrong, and it's not like something that God would want. Listen to it again. Listen to that video
I don't think God would want you to be making the content that you're making as it is now, so what the fuck does that really matter to you?
again and really listen to my words. I only win, so understand it, listen to it however many times you need to, and just understand that I always win. So yeah.
It's also worth noting that Claire, the girl who Matt says was drunk when she signed with Jack, liked McKinley's original thread and has gone back and forth with Matt herself, claiming he forcibly kissed her as well.
This drama is like, fuck, I'm just all over the place at this point.
So Matt replied by stating this was consensual and that Claire had the timeline wrong, posting additional screenshots.
Claire. Oh, it's always somebody named Claire, am I right, guys?
That seemed to show Claire being friendly with him after the alleged assault would have taken place. Claire's explanation for this is that she was only trying to be nice to Matt in spite of what happened and wanted to give him a second chance. Now, I know I just threw a lot at you there. These are some very serious allegations being made on both sides, with an unfortunate lack of proof to go along with most of it. It's kind of hard for me to trust Matt. Not only are there so many girls who have now stepped forward about him, but he definitely seems unhinged from the audio we've heard. And we already know—
I mean, he works with Jack Doherty. They're all scumbags. Like, investigate them all, dude. Investigate all of them.
He lied about Keemstar being on Jack's payroll, so his credibility isn't the best in my eyes right now.
You never know.
But that wouldn't mean Jack isn't signing these girls to unfavorable deals. I mean, here he is saying he's only going to pay McKinley $3,000 of her OnlyFans earnings in these leaked messages with Matt. But it sort of just reads as a crude joke, and I have no real idea as to what percentage—
I mean, I feel like it should be a percentage, not just a flat fee, but whatever.
Actually taking. Neither side has offered any evidence to definitively prove what these splits are. So show me what it says in the contract. Is somebody, anybody. In the meantime—
Yeah, well, I mean, you could argue that the people that are saying that the deals aren't good had to sign like an NDA to talk about the deals, and that's why they're not talking about it, but I don't know.
We're just not going to know for sure. Maybe these deals are actually fair and there's nothing there to be seen. Or—
But that's another thing. It could be that. It could be that the deals are actually fine and that they're not showing it, but then why wouldn't Jack show it, right? So it's like all over the place.
Maybe it's a matter of time before more girls begin to speak out like Natalie. And of course, there are still circumstances where you can sign a terrible contract without it being against the law per se. The illegal part would be if Jack were getting these girls to sign while under the influence. I know I'm not exactly the most well-educated legal mind in the world, but I am pretty sure that would be contract fraud, which would be even worse if it turned out to be true that he waited until the day these girls turned 18 to sign them. Again,
from a legal perspective, I don't think that would really make a difference, to be honest with you. Like, he waited to wait for these girls to turn 18 to sign on to OnlyFans. It's legal now. You know, the grooming isn't just waiting until someone's 18. I'm not saying it's like appropriate behavior, but we're talking about like from a legal perspective. I don't think it would be like illegal necessarily to do that. Not that it would be moral, but, you know.
And I've seen no actual evidence for that at this moment, but it's not like he hasn't risked massive liabilities in the past with who he chooses as his bodyguards. You don't need me to tell you at this point, Jack isn't the most responsible, considerate person out there. But at the same time, Natalie and Matt haven't given me much reason to take their word at face value either. Natalie is a clout-addicted freak who has done entire prank videos pretending to be a pedophile and kidnapping kids to film against their parents' will.
Hey, you want some
Well, I wish I was the kid.
free candy? I said if he wants free candy. I just asked if you want free candy. It's a social experiment. It's a social experiment.
Oh, I love it, the social experiment. I love the do-rag, too. Probably, there's definitely not a racial element in this either.
Social experiment. It's just a social experiment.
Hey, Natalie, what is it again?
It's a social experiment.
Oh, okay. Well,
now I get it.
Sure. And Matt does come across a little bitter when he isn't reposting flat earth conspiracies or getting mad at gay Doritos on Twitter. So it's up to you what you want to make of this horrific,
because he's like a religious guy. Gotcha.
vomit-inducing mess. Maybe at some point we'll get more information to make things clearer, but in the meantime, I'm content with saying I do not feel good about any of the people involved here. Based on what we know, I only have sympathy for the girls Jack signs to his OF empire. If not for the alleged details in their contracts, then just for the simple fact that they have to live in the same house as Jack Doherty.
Yeah, well, they decided to do that, so they're kind of fucking stupid.
Fate so harrowing I wouldn't wish on my worst enemy.
Bro, you just want to talk to me today. You bro.
Okay, I know that was kind of a lot, but I promise we're done with Jack, okay? Yeah.
I thought that Jack got banned. Didn't Jack get banned and he doesn't have like a platform anymore on Kick? Am I right about that? Oh, he got banned on X. I thought he got banned on Kick. Oh, he did get banned from Kick, I think.
I won't subject you to any more of his broccoli hairstyle any longer. We're done, okay? This might be
Thank God, I hate the broccoli hair.
a good place for you to pause, use the restroom, get some water, give some money.
I already went pee-pee!
To Palestinian relief if you're able to.
Maybe.
Me and over 100 other creators have teamed up to raise $1 million of humanitarian aid for civilians displaced in Gaza through
just enough money for Hamas to steal from them. Incredible stuff.
organizations like MAP, Heal Palestine, and the PCRF, so please, I would encourage you to donate if you can. It's a great cause, and the link for it will be in the description below. In the meantime, I have to warn you, the rest of this video is only going to get more mentally taxing from here. Our next subject...
Bro, I'm already taxed out, bro. Oh, it's already tax season, baby.
It doesn't quite have the name recognition as Neon or Jack.
Well, it's like a quarterly taxes I have to pay soon.
But he does have a similarly unsavory reputation with those who have heard of him. It's time we meet.
Yo, when them cameras come on, I don't know how to act.
Just Snags began his career alone in his...
You don't say the X? You're like Hunter X Hunter? You don't say that? You say Hunter Hunter? Oh, fuck.
Room, streaming NBA
I've been saying it wrong the whole goddamn time.
2K and Madden to a modest following on Twitch.
Wow, a lot of sports games, bro. Interesting.
Little did he know, however, that in just a few short years, he'd find himself issuing an apology video to the Mexican cartel for dissing El Chapo on Kick.
Pussy.
Not joking.
I obviously wouldn't have, I wouldn't have insulted any cartels, frankly. Okay.
King, this is something this man has done.
I'm every Mexican shot. El Chapo. El Chapo.
Wow. Desperate for attention. Attention-seeking behavior, brother.
I would piss on.
Very feminine behavior. I just like saying it's feminine behavior because that's the type of thing that would really upset them if somebody said that they had feminine energy, which he does. Which there's nothing wrong with, by the way, guys. W feminines, you know what I'm saying?
El Chapo, how about that one?
And M&Ms as well. I like those.
The whole cartel, suck my dick. And I'm going to Mexico next week. Never scared of no Mexican. I'm going to Cabo, all that. Come do something to me.
Next week, my friend?
Pussy.
Going after the entire country of Mexico just for the meme of it, I guess. I'm not even really sure what you can do to make sense of this.
I said El Chapo. That's somebody in my chat name. You know what I'm saying? I think he's Spanish or something. El Chapo. That's still El Chapo. Not El Chapo. You know what I'm saying? You know, I just want to apologize, to all the Mexican people. I love Mexican. I would love to get on the phone with El Chapo and him tell me that me and him is good, El Chapo, I would love to be part of the cartel and work for you, big dog.
So how did we
Yep, me after my first time I've tried Pollo Campero, because it is actually very good.
Get to this point, where Snags is quite literally afraid to walk around in public in fear of the cartel turning him into Tortuga from Breaking Bad. Well, Snags doesn't call himself
Who's Tortuga? That's a turtle. Oh, never mind.
Mr. Do Anything to Go Viral, Mr. See Red, and Mr. Promote the Violence for nothing. Snags is serious.
I see red too, brother, when I take a pee-pee.
He says he will do anything for the content. And that could be anything from—
Should I go to the hospital, chat? What?
From trying to give himself a hemothorax by beating his chest for hours on end until it turns red and purple. I'm not exactly sure why he does this, but it does seem to leave an impression.
He's got nothing else. He's a boring loser that like nobody wants to go to for anything other than being an obnoxious asshole.
On his fans.
I love the baby. Rippy, Nazi.
If I found out my kid was watching this, I would actually beat them. I'm not kidding.
Those same fans who don't seem to be over the age of 9, but also like to hear him say stuff like this, I guess.
I want them to put their boot on my neck like George Floyd, you heard? I want to cop today, you feel me? I want to cop the stand on my neck today. That's my goal, man.
Damn, dude. Really uncling it up there, huh, brother? I hope you're proud of yourself. Sorry. But it is what it is.
I mean, most of his content consists of what I just showed you, along with dissing members of the New York drill scene, something that I don't even think his elementary school viewers could comprehend, but maybe that's beside the point.
All Are you saying that he's dissing construction workers, dude? That's fucked up.
Snags is pretty indiscriminate when it comes to choosing his enemies. Those enemies include, but are not limited to, other streamers.
I'll beat you out them yeezys in that fake ass clothing. I don't care how many skills you got with you.
Members of the LGBTQ community.
I'm gonna beat the shit out your ass. I'm every shot okay. Fuck up.
Your dick.
And of course, anyone unlucky enough to encounter him in public. As evident by the way he threatens random mall goers and tells his chat he's looking for someone to beat up.
Hate that beer. I hate that beer. On that. You grab that head. On that. You grab that head.
I think this guy's gay.
What is he slapping at? Get up.
Trying to grab that head. Crazy.
Bro, this little ass girl. Don't punch on her sister, bro. Don't care. I will beat both of them up, bro. I want to punch on niggas who got mad time left on this earth, bro. You feel me?
But remember, guys, God moves him. Just trust in the Lord with all your heart. Before long, you'll be outwardly wishing death
A very godly message, of course.
on all your acquaintances and being blatantly racist to complete strangers over the internet.
Fuck that baby.
Wow, very funny.
Two anime characters. I don't care.
Yeah, I don't think that's in the Bible. But if this format looks familiar to you, it's because Snags is using the same Omegle alternative site Monkey that Riot Law used to obtain CP for his
I guess he feels at home. What the fuck, though? That's like really racist. I mean, if you're gonna be racist to Asians, right? Oh, well, fuck you.
Discord server. Over the past year or so, Monkey has been kind of the default place to go for quick and easy content, especially if you're an up-and-coming creator looking to make some viral, epic moments. But you gotta keep in mind the moral compasses of
Guess I'm gonna go on Monkey, guys.
these new age streamers are pretty much non-existent, meaning their interactions can devolve into pure debauchery in a moment's notice.
That f***ing deadass inbred you.
What?
Yeah. How old are you?
I'm 11.
How old, daddy?
As far as Snags goes, there are literally countless instances of him going way overboard and just straight up harassing whoever he's talking to. I mean, my man is so criminally horny, he doesn't even hesitate to openly flirt with random women in front of an audience of, as we've seen, kids. I mean, they're young.
Can I be right there? Can I be right there? Between your legs? Let me see some. Yeah, let me see some.
Can I be right there in between your legs? Wow, very, very sexy. A W Riz.
Yeah, I will punish that little. No funny shit.
Whoa.
That's for me. That's for me right there. That's for me.
No funny shit.
That's for me. That's for me. You got an Instagram?
But then again, it's not like Snags has ever stopped himself from including literal children in his quest to go viral, resorting to sexually harassing a 14-year-old girl in this disgusting and infamous clip.
Wow, can't wait to see that.
Put that little 8th grade pussy.
What? What do you say?
Imagine a 24-year-old
I don't even want to hear it.
man saying something like this to your younger sister or niece.
Oh, I'd kill him. In Minecraft? But for real. Like, well, not for real. It's not even like a hot take. Anybody would.
Or daughter. It immediately made the rounds on Twitter, reaching an audience outside the insular bubble he was used to dealing with, leading him to publish the most sincere and heartfelt apology ChatGPT could offer to everyone who it concerns. I would like to apologize to those who have been affected by a recent video clip that has come out. I would first like to say that video clip is completely out of my character, for I have a mother, sisters, and other family members.
That's obviously in his character, duh, but...
who are females. Therefore, I respect females. I would never want to endanger anyone. I will do my part as an influencer by never indulging in such behaviors no matter what. Lastly,
and then what do you do that like the next day?
I want to apologize to my family, fans, and supporters. Fans and supporters. Oh wow, really hitting them all, I guess. Again, I apologize and plan to do a lot of damage control / reflecting around.
Yeah, it's a lot of damage control, very clearly. This is damage control more than anything else. Obviously, it's not something that you genuinely care about, so.
The situation. May all be well, and everyone be You know, after reading through this entire thing, I think he may have actually written this himself. ChatGPT is asked, but it would never be this incomprehensible. Though if this doesn't feel sincere enough, Snags would then take to his stream to read out the statement verbatim, in a genuine demonstration of how truly sorry he is.
To everyone who is concerned, I would like to apologize to those who have been affected by a recent video clip that has came out.
Even if he is sorry, it's just impossible to take.
A video clip that has came out. Incredible. Well, sounds like our fucking educational system is failing us.
Take seriously when it feels like something Roderick Heffley would be forced to say.
I'm sorry, women.
But then again, I guess the apology didn't matter at all in the end because he later tried to argue the clip was AI.
People hating, still watching.
I knew it, dude.
That's what I'm saying. Snags, you're the people who said that. Oh my god, that was an AI clip. Wallahi, he would never do that, bro.
Yep, that wasn't him harassing an 8th grade girl.
Damn, I keep coughing, man. I think I have to get like cough medicine soon.
Well, no, that was an elaborate deepfake that someone made of this extremely niche streamer in an
yeah, true.
attempt to cancel him for doing something completely in line with his character. I mean, are you kidding me? This is what you do, dude. How are people gonna believe this is AI when that's your character? That's your brand. I don't care what his excuse is or how many times he tries to apologize. That kind of comment directed at a child is inexcusable in any context and should result in an immediate ban, no questions asked. But then again,
yeah, for real, I agree.
This is Kick, and Snags wasn't quite done with his reign of terror just yet. He had things to do, events to promote, like boxing.
Whoa, pretty cool guy.
Shockingly enough, Snags' career didn't change much after this clip. In fact, he found himself able to continue hanging out with the biggest streamer on the site, a man that I'm sorry to keep bringing up is Aiden Ross.
Oh, Aiden, you're such a good guy.
Aiden had met Snags a little while back, and they'd streamed together a few times in person, and although he was never an official member of SSB, he was certainly adjacent to that community for a while. Just some context here for any normal people out there. SSB refers to Aiden's now defunct streaming group, which included the likes of Cheezer, Convy, Cuff'em, and a person named Snaggy Hose.
Wow, cool guys, it sounds like.
I know it may sound like I'm pranking you, but I
Snaggy Hose. Incredible.
promise these are all real people. Like, I could probably do an entire fucking video on Cheezer. I don't have the mental capacity for it at the moment, but I will go ahead and let these clips speak for themselves.
Is that a naked baby, bro?
No, he's not naked.
Get him naked. I want to see him naked.
I'll
suck a baby.
That's really funny, dude.
Yeah, get out of here before I stick my dick in you. Hurry up.
Bro,
what?
16. How old are y'all? How old are y'all?
We're 16.
As you can tell, he's also a big frequenter of Monkey and has zero restraint when it comes to blurting out the most grotesque sequence of words that pops into his disease-ridden
It just sounds like anybody could go and do this website and become famous. Go on there and just say something like racially charged or like bigoted and like, haha, millions of views, you know.
Sexualizing real babies and pulling out a dildo to trick girls into thinking he's exposing himself to them. My question is, why do you own that thing in the first place? Doesn't really make a ton of sense for someone so ardently homophobic.
Why are you gay?
Similar to Neon, Jack, and Snags, though, Cheezer strangely finds himself unable to take even a crumb of accountability when confronted by the literal co-founder of Kick. Instead, he just—
Who's that, Trainwrecks?
resorts to pointing out how that clip of him being a dumbass was actually just AI.
Bro, on my life, I did not mean what I said. Half of it was AI, and the other one, it cut out before I could even get my context. Like, I'm sorry for what I said.
Bro, how many of these streamers are gonna use this to—
Is this when I was listening to, I think I listened to the conversation between Trainwrecks and this guy and Aiden Ross. Is that what we're referring to here?
Does anyone actually believe it? Am I not understanding how dumb these fans are? I mean,
I do. I believe it.
Who are you fooling? But this video isn't about Cheezer. We're still talking about Snags and his relation to someone with actual equity and kick. See, Aiden figured Snags would be the perfect addition to the influencer boxing match he was in the middle of organizing. And suddenly, Snags found himself right in the middle of a highly publicized event that had the potential to bring his career of harassing strangers and children online to the next level. He fought two people, Big X and Cuff'em, beating both of them in an MMA-style cage match and naturally elevating his status as a member of Aiden's entourage. While a more well-adjusted streamer may have been able to use this time in the spotlight to springboard themselves into more success, Snags was either too dumb or too unappealing to do that.
Yeah, probably both. It doesn't seem like they have any content strategy other than be like obnoxious and loud. That's pretty much it. So
never signed an official contract with Kick and essentially went back to doing the literal only thing he knew how to do, making an ass out of himself on video chat. But instead of sexually harassing a teenager, this time Snags decided he was going to take aim at the deaf community. It's about time someone puts those guys in their place.
Yeah, I agree, dude. I agree, dude.
Stop speaking sign language. Oh, that's silent. You deaf?
I am actually deaf.
No, you're not. No, you do not, bro. Don't be with. Oh, shit, I'm going to have. Yeah, they going.
Of course, some have pointed out that Snags didn't know this girl was deaf until after he had made his remarks, but that doesn't really make it any better because the rest of the clip is just him relentlessly bashing her appearance for no reason whatsoever.
I mean, like, it doesn't really matter, does it? He's just like a rage bait loser streamer, so.
You're not bad enough. Your nose, you got the beak on you. You look like you stink. Your hair look mad rough. Like, comb your hair a little bit.
Bro, I'm not trying to be like, listen, really not trying to be racist or anything, but I feel like every time I hear Black people insult people, it's always like something like this, like, oh, your breath stank. It's just, sorry, but it's like, come on, give me something a little clever. You know what I mean? Give me something.
Yeah, you and your lips.
Why are you so mean?
You dumb. Look, your lips look mad dry. Your hands is mad fat.
Again, very Christian move. This is another.
He's got big fucking gums. Jesus Christ.
Clip that happened to make the rounds with Dexerto, Drama Alert, Scuba Ryan, Clout Farms on Twitter, and before long,
well, that means that they are winning, dude. They're getting that exposure, baby.
It even got picked up by the world's youngest flexer herself, Lil Tay. Imagine making fun of someone for something they can't control, all while being a pedophile at the same time.
Kind of funny.
Even including the original clip of Snags with the 8th grader, who in their right mind sets up the camera, starts a stream on Twitch, goes on Monkey, and says this to girls my age.
Can I fuck that little 8th grade?
Pretty valid point there, I would have to say. Kind of hard to argue with anyone who might want to label him a pedophile when he's got clips like these floating around. But Snags was
probably not an actual pedophile, but he's a fucking loser, so.
Quick to respond, defending his good name by going ahead and proving the exact point Lil Tay set out to make.
Come to SD Island, Lil Tay. Let me show you around SD Island.
Man, how do you expect to beat the
I got him.
pedo allegations by telling another 14-year-old you're going to take them to Epstein's
well, he's just gonna double down. That's how he's gonna do it.
Island, and he does not let up.
Tunnels. I want you to take the tunnel entry. You know, take the tunnel entry.
Whatever happened to respecting and not endangering females, Snags? And don't tell me you didn't mean what you wrote in that apology. Snags repeatedly threatens Lil
Is he another one that talks about being like a Christian or whatever, or what?
Tay with physical violence, saying he's gonna woo walk on her grave after he crushes her skull, all while his own chat is spamming things like, she's a minor, she's 16, stop now.
What is woo walking? I don't understand.
Like, how ignorant do you have to be, man? Streamer Just Snags violates Lil Tay. Yeah, I don't know if that's the word I would use. He's out here harassing a child like a job because it practically is his job, which I did do some further digging and found this clip of his community raiding Lil Tay's Discord, spamming it with even more threatening messages and reposting it on a fan account as if it's something to brag about. Surprisingly enough, Snags did end up being hit with what was meant to be a 1-month ban, either for the clip with him and the deaf girl, the clip of him threatening the middle schooler, or the clips of him threatening other middle schoolers. Honestly, it's pretty hard to keep track at a certain point. The bottom line was—
Jesus Christ. He seems like the kind of guy to like show up at the at a middle school or a high school that he's graduating graduated from and be like, hey, what's up? And like act like he's a celebrity in some capacity.
Snags had reached an achievement that so few streamers do. Managed to get banned from Kick for a pretty lengthy period of time. And while I'm sure the average person would consider some form of action pretty well deserved considering what he said, not everyone agreed.
I just believe that we got
yeah, of course. I think we watched this conversation. This is the conversation I mentioned earlier where Trainwreck is like, yes, you could say the F slur sometimes, just don't go too crazy. You know, it's like, okay, great platform, man.
I just let some certain shit fly, you know, and I really stand for my people, bro, and I stand for this platform. So, you know, I worked out with Eddie. Eddie literally told me, he said, yo, I'm gonna unban Snags. It'll be 48 hours, so Snags will be unbanned. And I'm gonna unban some other people that have been like indefinitely suspended or permanently suspended, because I don't believe in that shit, bro.
Aiden Ross wasted
You don't believe in making a successful platform, or
no time in assuring his good pal that he had nothing to worry about. He was gonna make sure Snags got unbanned in the next 48 hours. Not exactly the most shocking.
What happens if they need to like engage in a new monetization stream? You know, like they need to start actually depending on more advertisers and not just gambling. What are they going to do then? Like they're going to have to actually have some morals and standards.
Move from Aiden when we consider the type of characters he surrounds himself with who are not named Snags. But as the days and weeks went by, Snags' account remained completely dead, gone, buried. No traces of his clips or VODs can be seen anywhere across Kick. And that made
kind of base.
Snags a little upset.
So man, Eddie, bring me on Kick. I'm gonna come to Australia and beat on you. Burn my mother. I'm gonna beat on you and your wife. Eddie, your wife now. You got me mad, you know what I'm doing? Now I'm gonna say your wife. Hey, Rose, Issa, I don't care. Get mad, get tight. Baby for longer, because I told about your bitch. Fuck Issa. That's why Big X put his all in her mouth and you still kissed her. Oh my god, you
I don't know what's going on, but this guy's obviously a fucking loser.
like, oh my god.
In typical Snags fashion, he decided to bite the hand that feeds him a little bit and slammed both Aiden and Ed Craven for allowing him to be so unjustly deplatformed. I guess Snags has never had to be a mature adult in his life, so this may be a shock to hear, but saying you're gonna assault the wife of the owner of the website you are trying to get unbanned from is probably not gonna do you many favors. And mind you, this was after Snags tried to come back early with a new account, and the man just can't stay away from the limelight. He's a fiend for the content. But according to Aiden, the bigwigs at Kick are a little more trepidatious about having Snags come anywhere near their platform, especially after
personally attacking like the dude's wife. No shit.
All this warnings went completely ignored.
The thing about Snags is he's been warned so many fucking times. He's had like literally like 10 warnings.
I thought you didn't believe in that shit, Aiden. What happened?
And the issue is the last clip that banned him was that fucking thing. Hopefully we can get him unbanned. I'm working on it, bro. Like they fucking hate him, you know.
And I mean, would you blame them? This is a guy who
Yeah, I wouldn't unban him at that point at all.
Regularly puts himself in the line of fire, willing to get assassinated by the Mexican cartel if it means getting reposted by Dexerto on Twitter. Which,
whoa.
By the way, just so we're clear, the cartel has been known to lethally target influencers who disrespect them in the past. So this isn't just fake beef.
Mexican YouTuber Star 17 found dead after insulting notorious cartel boss. Incredible.
For internet points. What Snags is doing comes with real life consequences, but I doubt he really understands that.
I mean, like, let's hopefully we see him. Yeah, for him.
I'm not exaggerating when I tell you Snags has expressed wanting to crash his car for the sake of going viral.
See somebody walking up right now, I might just smack him with the V, like pedestrian and all. Like, I'm just on bad timing. All 2024 summer, you are. Like, get the road. Like, yo, if I see a lady right here walking with her dog, kid, stroller, I'm hitting that bitch.
He says he wants his first fan meet and greet to get shot up.
I really turned crazy. I really turned little kids crazy, bro. I can't wait till I have my first meet and greet, bro. I'm telling you, it's gonna be a shootout. Like, man, it's gonna get shit.
It's gonna be so funny when he goes to his first meet and greet and it's all 9-year-old white kids. Like, that's gonna be the funniest thing. Because this guy seems like the kind of guy who thinks he's like this like hard ass fucking dude. It's gonna be all like fucking little white kids, little white boys. They're like, I love you so much. It's gonna be actually pathetic.
Like, I'm the only streamer that hosts a meet and greet that gets shut up. Like, I can't wait, bro. Y'all gonna start crashing out. Y'all gonna start just shitting the crowd. Like, oh my god, I can't wait, buddy. Like,
he's threatened to gun down a gay pride parades himself.
I'm gay parade and shit up. Suck my dick.
In one clip, he even says his next viral moment will be when he shoots 30 people at a public event.
Yo, my next viral clip, I'm gonna be on Fox 5, Channel News, like, just like Snags is massive death. Like, oh my god, just just killed 30 people. We just shut up a parade. Like,
why haven't they arrested this guy? I don't care if he means it or not. They should have arrested him.
Snags, in my opinion at least, is a disturbed individual. The powers that be woke up his—
No, he's a fucking loser that's desperate for attention is what he is. But like, he really should get arrested for that one, honestly. And he probably would almost want that. Because then it's more attention, but he should get arrested. And I don't know. We should start banning people from being content creators. You know, like Lily. Like, what the fuck? Hey, thank you so much for the $5 from Jackass Mazito. Shame on little cartel boys that abuse my Southern Catholic brothers and sisters. Rip to the real men and priests that stood up to the cartel. God bless, brother. I agree.
His inner demon in his own words, and I'd rather we don't find out what that means.
I'm free to demon. I need some kids to talk to, bro.
Man, you can compare
funny.
yourself to demons all you want, but at least give up the Christian shtick. I don't know who you're fooling at this point. But to really stand out on Kick, you need to be willing to let go of morality a bit. You get a little crazy, you know,
a little bit. You have to be a fucking loser in order to do any numbers on Kick. Unless you came over with like a predetermined audience or a pre-generated audience from like Twitch or something, but it seems like all these new people are, well, I guess not all of them have to do that, but it seems like a lot of them do. It's fucking pathetic.
Pretty low, and it's hard to find someone who will stoop lower than
Derek Graz. We're really getting into the fucking dumpster here.
You probably haven't heard of Derek Graz. Not many people have. And I doubt I have much audience overlap with someone who posts things like, crashing a 4-year-old's birthday party, cops called. This isn't even on Derek's channel, because as I'm typing this now, Derek is battling 2 community guideline strikes on his channel, meaning he's 1 strike away from losing it all permanently. And
good, get rid of him. He sounds like a fucking loser.
Has taken down all of his videos in order to play it safe. But not to worry, according to his Twitter, he'll be making
I mean, they could still get you for videos you take down, so hopefully
his much anticipated return before you even know it. In the meantime, we're just gonna have to learn about him through his collabs with Buck, Buke, Bucky, FPS, really piss poor name there, I'm afraid. These guys' idea of quality content in 2022 was to film families and children enjoying themselves at Chuck E. Cheese, despite being repeatedly asked to leave the premises.
Why don't you call the cops? Like, don't just ask people to leave. We're gonna call the cops and then hit them.
It's alright, guys. What you do?
What you do?
This worker literally tells them right when they get there they're not allowed to film and that they need to get out of the store. Shocker, they don't listen and are told to leave a second time by what looks to be the manager. So what do? They accuse the manager of sexual harassment.
Excuse me? Do not. That is sexual assault. Sexual assault.
They're just trying to say
I would start, I don't know.
whatever they can to cause the most commotion. Luckily, nobody around them really seems to care, though they do make sure to repeatedly assure the employees that they aren't filming.
He's not recording. It's a camera lens so you can see. Yeah, no, he has seizures and stuff.
Why is he doing that?
Oh, because he's trying to see. He has seizures and stuff so you can only see through a lens. But sir, you still have no proof that
only see through a lens.
I was recording anything and you took my...
the window with the camera?
It doesn't matter. They could just kick him out. Stop arguing with him. He wants that. That's what he wants.
That is that he's recording.
Now, I'm sure you can deduce that by us now watching this footage on YouTube, the camera was in fact on when they lied and said it wasn't. A trend we'll notice with Derek Graz here in a minute. But in the meantime, the cops get called, so they have no choice but to leave.
Then we got kicked out for...
I mean, they don't really need a reason to kick you out. As long as the reason isn't based on some kind of protected attribute, they can kick you out, so it doesn't matter.
Like, literally got kicked out for recording, which I don't even know why it's that big of a deal. I guess we look like creepers. I don't know.
Yeah, man, that's actually exactly why...
Yeah, so it'd be so weird to not let somebody record in a Chuck E. Cheese with other people's kids there.
You got kicked out. How are we gonna call it
It's crazy. Like, you should actually respect other people's children. It's fucking wild.
fake reason when you admit you look like absolute creep? But Derek doesn't just look like a creep, he very much is one. And I assure you that's not hyperbole either. This next part is going to have to be heavily edited. See, apart from Derek's awesome YouTube pranks, he's also built up a pretty illustrious reputation over on Kick. When he's not bothering customers by pretending to work at Walmart.
Dude, I just stared at her tits and said, are you recording me? Oh my god. Jesus Christ. She did it. Well, she was, bro. She's probably 15. Well, not actually, but she probably was, bro.
He's trying to meet women on Omegle, getting pretty upset when he isn't able to see them naked.
Good. Do we move on to the next guy already? This is Riot LOL already? What the fuck? I'm confused. Is this the Riot LOL guy? What a fucking loser. Oh, he must have just changed himself to Derek Graz. Okay.
You from Ukraine? How are you from Ukraine? No, bro! Are you serious? Damn, bro! I'm about to titties.
You may have noticed Derek didn't even ask the age of this woman before firing off the word tits in the chat and panting like a dog. I'm censoring her for this video, but just know she didn't look particularly old to me. And that's just half the problem. Derek asked this random girl to expose herself to his chat without her having any clue that she was on stream in front of 1,000 people on Kick.
I think that's disgusting behavior.
Thank God it timed out before anything worse could happen, though he sure doesn't hesitate to find the next available campsite to quench his unending thirst.
I'm not paying for this. Hook it up, mate, easy. What is this? Or what is this? Dallas cam match?
What are you, poor? You're gonna go on like campsites and not even gonna pay for it, dude? Sad stuff. This guy's broke as fuck.
Dallas top 5 hookups as a Dallas secret. I had to jerk off with female. I like that one.
What are you talking about? My man is never not horny out of his mind. These Omegle streams really just consist of him spastically clicking through people, pausing occasionally when he sees a girl he's attracted to, and turning the conversation sexual before she even has a chance to say her age.
Like, okay. So what do you mean by not be weird?
Like, don't try hard. Like,
I'm trying to be myself. Nah, I'm not gonna lie. You got some nice ass lips. I'm gonna shove my dick in the back of your throat. Hold on, wait. Yo, hold you.
Here's a clip of him straight up telling her not to answer that question.
You got nice boxers.
Why do they talk like this? Like, what's with this accent? Why are they so desperate to try to be black? It's so fucking weird.
Yeah. Wait, how old are you? Don't even answer the question.
How old are you?
I'm 16. How old are you?
Guess.
14? 15? Yeah, that's perfect. You can stand up. Nah, I'm playing.
I'm sorry, Derek, but 15 is not perfect when you're an 18, almost 19-year-old man out of high school making girls uncomfortable online. Here you can see Derek thrusting his pelvic region at a girl who he discovers later is 15, only after he spent 30 straight seconds pretending to have sex with her.
Yeah, how old are you?
15.
15!
Well, like, yeah, he likes that. He wants you to be like fucking 15 because then he gets to. That's like more. Again, it's clippable. Haha, look, I'm a pedophile. You know, it's just like really terrible. And listen, I make jokes like that sometimes too, but this is obviously like it's weird because there's actual kids involved. It's one thing to make a silly little joke, but this guy's like getting actual kids involved. It's fucking gross.
I'm going to jail.
Yeah, man, you might be. But then again, I don't know why he even bothers. It's not like the pesky age of consent law has ever stopped him from just trying to get nudes in the past.
Can you show me your titties? Okay, why not? I never like, because like, I want to just like see, like, I just want to see them. Kind of see them or not.
How old are you?
I'm 24. How old are you?
15.
So can I see him or not?
Or here, where he's
And if she showed it, then like she's gonna end up, it's gonna end up at least in her in his Discord, or possibly on his stream. Like it's fucking nasty. It's insane. Guy's actually like fucking signal boosting child porn. That's what he was doing in his Discord. I remember watching. I'm pretty sure this is that Riot LOL guy, right?
ecstatic to find out this young girl is only a short drive away from where he is. Never mind the fact that she's 15. Why should that stop them from meeting up in person?
You're hot too. You're hot too. How old are you?
15. Why?
15. What state are you from?
Texas.
Texas?
Yeah.
Wait, we're in Texas. We're in Texas.
Dallas, Texas.
You're in Dallas?
Mm-hmm.
Oh! Hold on. Wait. Age of consent in Texas. Let me see what's going on here. What's that? 17. Like, you're the first person I ever met in Texas. So let me get your Snapchat in Dallas too. You can pull up or something. Okay.
Let me get your Snapchat. I'm in Dallas too. You can pull up or something tonight. Wow, incredible.
Here, you can get mine and hers. No, just get.
I don't know how else to describe it other than straight up predatory. I mean, you are a danger to the children.
This is the problem too, though, because like girls are really stupid. So like young girls want to talk to like older guys because they're dumb as shit. That's the problem. It's obviously the older guy's fault always, but also you dumb fucking idiot. These women are so these girls, these children are fucking so stupid. I swear to God.
And just the women in general on these sites.
Your dick is not that big, little boy. Let me see it. Let me see it.
Is this not that Riot LOL guy? They just do the same fucking weird shit. That's so weird. I don't understand it.
Let me see it. Let me see it. Let me see it. Let me see it. Cause you capping. Not you dead ass capping. Let me see it.
Hey, this is my cat.
I know. Huh?
Yeah, this is my room. Yeah, this is my room too.
How did I ask for your room, bro? I said, let me see your dick.
Here he is asking an 11-year-old boy extremely sexually charged questions, like if he's ever had sex, ever masturbated, gotten an erection. I mean, he just keeps going.
You get pussy or not? You get pussy?
No.
Nah?
No.
Okay, wait, so how old are you? Bro, answer. I don't got time to answer. Have you jerked off yet?
What?
Have you jerked off yet?
What the fuck is wrong with this guy?
You haven't jerked off yet? Have you ever got a boner yet?
Oh, no.
Have you ever got a boner? No, man.
What the fuck is happening here? This is insane.
Man, bro. Have you ever had a boner yet?
Sure.
What? Have you touched it? What?
There are no words for this at all, man. I mean, what do you even
Wild. That's all I really have. That's all I really can say, man. It's wild.
expect me to say here? Even this 11-year-old kid is visibly taken aback at how this conversation is going. I cannot even begin to imagine if someone spoke like this to my child, even as a joke. Derek shows absolutely no constraint in any of these streams because he probably thinks it won't leave the small insular bubble that is his community. Some of these VODs only have a couple hundred views and 4 likes. I mean, he probably feels like he can get away with anything. Here's the co-founder of Kick, Trainwrecks TV, donating $5,000 to Derek because of how promising of a content creator he is, I guess.
Wow, that's incredible. What a nice guy to not vet the people on his platform. It seems like a really good one to get into.
Trainwrecks donated $5,000. That's a lot of love. Take $5,000 for that level of love, brother.
I'm gonna be nice here and give Train the extreme benefit of the doubt and say that he probably
But he's like not actually checking out to see what type of fucking degenerate scumbag pieces of shit are on his own platform. Yeah, I mean, that's just really stupid of him to do, so.
didn't know what an absolute freak Derek was at the time this donation was made. But that's why it's incredibly crucial to be aware of who these creators are and what they're doing on your young, up-and-coming platform. So then you don't look bad when the guy you made $5,000 richer turns out to be unironically preying on teenagers. See, Derek also had these little quote-unquote secret streams he liked to do from time to time. Being the silly, goofy prankster he is, Derek devised a brilliant idea to invite Tinder girls over to his apartment and try to have sex with them on camera in front of 1,000 live viewers.
Seems like just a silly little guy.
And to make it even worse, these girls had no idea that—
Dude, this is that fucking Riot LOL guy. I swear to God, it has to be, no? Like, am I stupid as fuck? This is that Riot LOL guy. I swear to God.
Were being filmed. On the 2 occasions he did this, neither one of the girls were told that they were effectively creating porn for a live audience on Kick. These girls traveled all the way out to spend time alone with a person they thought was genuinely into them, only to have their intimacy exploited for views without their knowledge or consent. Which is why I will not be showing you a lot of the footage from these streams, as to keep this all extremely private as possible. I can't even fathom the trauma that would come from finding out your body had been so grossly used in this way, but I will—
I mean, I feel like they probably know at this point.
show you the beginning of the stream so you can get a sense of what Derek had in mind here.
It's not? How is it not the same guy? That's insane. Didn't this Riot LOL guy do the exact same shit? Or am I fucking stupid? What the fuck? They look the same. This is so weird, dude. Why are there so many people doing the same behavior? What the fuck? Or maybe I watched something on this guy and he's different? Oh, maybe he's a different guy. Maybe I'm just getting them confused. Oh, maybe I am getting them confused. Maybe I'm just like fucking stupid. Holy fuck. Still though, what the fuck?
Coming over, one of my friends was on my account, on my Tinder account, maybe a Tinder account, and so he basically matched with this girl. I literally have no clue what she looks like. I have no clue she looks like. She's come over. This is my first time meeting her too.
Watching Derek frantically move around the room in search of the best possible angle for his chat to see him with the victim.
This must have been like a different guy that was just like it then. I think I looked at this guy though. But they're like they swear they're doing like the same shit. Maybe I looked at, I don't know. This is just, it's weird. It's weird that this is considered popular content. It's fucking pathetic.
Is so truly grotesque. He even says out loud that he's going to hell.
All right, so we'll be like
Should we be like chilling like on the couch or like the kid? Yeah, the couch. All right, let me think. She'll notice. But I feel like girls are stupid. I'm going to hell. I'm going to hell internally. I'm good. Wait a second. Oh, this is so bro. I'm going straight to hell. I don't honestly explain. It's fine. Oh, that good? That good enough? Okay, that good enough? No, so pity. This? Wait. I'm going straight to hell, Brian. What?
If you have to say over and over to yourself that you're going to hell as you're preparing to do the thing that will get you in hell, then maybe just don't do the thing. You don't have to do it. You know that, right? That little voice in your head telling you you're going to hell is called a conscience, and it's okay to listen to it sometimes. But of course, he doesn't do that, and would instead prefer to listen to
of course, he was raised by shit parents, so he's a shit kid, so.
His chat sends TTS messages instructing him what to do with the victim.
Set up the camera like a what's it called? Like a hidden camera. I'm gonna have my hoodie up. I'm gonna have my hoodie up like this, and I'm gonna have a headphone, bro. I'm gonna have the headphones. I'm gonna have the headphoons in, and every single TTS. Every single donation, like with the TTS, it's gonna like so you have to know what to say and say what to do, bro. You know what I'm saying? If she's chopped, I apologize. If she's hot, then it's lit.
He's not exactly hiding any of this. He's pretty upfront about what he's doing, despite that stupid, smug little wink he gives the camera as he tries to say the girls are all in on it and it's all fake.
She's coming. I'm gonna set the camera up. She knows it's a skit. It's a script. It's a script. She does know I'm streaming.
We know it's not fake because no two people would ever be able to pull off such an awkward performance without it being organic. The two are just kind of stiffly,
especially since they're not talented, so there's nothing of like value, so they're probably, well, at least he's not a good actor, so.
Sitting on the couch while Derek attempts to goad her into something sexual, asking increasingly charged questions, pulling down his pants at one point, leaning back and expecting her to start giving.
Okay, your video on this guy is called Riot LOL Clone Banned for Disgusting Behavior. Okay, so I've looked into this guy, it's just a different guy. Gotcha.
Him head. I mean, it's just awkward, and I'm sure beyond terrifying for the girl. After he asks her to undress for the millionth time, she finally calls an Uber. This sets Derek over the edge as he instantly becomes more aggressive. His voice becomes louder and the questions get more inappropriate.
Ubering? Why?
Because.
He eventually points the camera away as things become more sexual, but he does make sure to ask her to be louder. Little does she know, he's asking this so his chat can hear better. Then by the time she's gone, he wanders back into frame and pretends to be all shocked that he left his stream running while he was with a girl.
Oh my god, I'm still live! No way, I just had a girl. Oh my god! No way, I just was live the whole entire thing!
This bit sucks, man. You deserve jail time.
I got you over!
Yeah, for real. I don't know why they're not getting jail time. It's actually fucking insane that they don't get jail time. It's a fucking waste.
That was scripted, it was fake, kick, we're good, bro, don't worry, not happening.
Like, for real, these people are doing disgusting things, and they're live streaming it, they're making a public announcement that they want to do this stuff, and people are engaging in it, and the police aren't like, arresting them. That's the fucking insane part. That's the insane part about this. The police should be arresting them. What else? I mean, it's a failure of our society for them to not do stuff like that. This behavior needs to stop.
We're good.
Only that's not what the girl said, telling YouTuber Vinny D in a subsequent interview that she was completely unaware Derek had been streaming the whole entire thing.
Did you know you were being streamed or any of that?
No, I did not know.
She goes on to further detail all the ways he continued to harass her after she left, calling her unprovoked upwards of 4 times.
Why isn't this something that gets him arrested? This is fucking insane to me.
Right when she got in the Uber, and getting super aggressive after she called him weird. Even saying she wanted to press charges but didn't know exactly how to navigate that.
When I tried to leave, I don't know if you noticed, but he called me and screamed at me. He called my phone when I was sitting outside.
And he screamed at you?
He was so mad. He was so mad at me. He was like, why did you leave? I was like, because you're f***ing weird. Leave me alone. And then he kept calling me, so I answered. And he was like, I'm f***ing weird. Well, guess what? And then I hung up and I blocked him.
I remember you telling me that you were gonna like do legal charges, like you didn't know like how to go about that and everything.
Yeah, I did want to. For the first like couple weeks after it happened, I really, like, my intention was to do something, but I didn't really know how.
This was not something this girl signed up for. And there's honestly a pretty good chance that she never would have.
I don't think that she signed up for anything, but she was just there on like a potential date, no?
Found out about the stream if it weren't for the clips picking up traction on Twitter. I can't imagine what that realization must have been like. And again, she's not the only girl.
She was like, she's gonna ask why you in the camera? I'll let you case the control Japanese for me. Oh my god, Jack. Oh, this is so dumb. This shit with the LOLs are crazy.
Because Derek saw no repercussions from Kick over this first secret stream, he figured there was nothing stopping him from going forward with the second one. After all, the chat was really loving the first one. Gotta keep those interactions flowing, right? This time, he straight up lies to the girl's face after she asks if the camera in his room is on. She's already worried that he might be filming her, but the idea that he's already streaming their interaction to countless people is something that probably didn't even cross her mind. It's so sinister.
I would feel like that's recording or something. I'm scared. I'm scared. Now you have a camera up there.
Oh, I shut off more.
Oh, so it's on?
No, it's on, honestly. We're not out. I know.
I wonder if these young men will have regrets or a conscience down the road as a result of their piss poor behavior. I don't know. It's actually a good question. I wonder if they will. I mean, I know I've regretted some of my past behavior, which I think is typical for people in general, but I've also never engaged in this type of disgusting behavior. So I really have no idea. Certainly isn't going to happen if they don't get arrested and actually, you know, suffer some kind of consequence. So.
What are you saying?
Derek's able to lie here and calm her nerves at the beginning, which only leads her to a false sense of security. She feels like she can be vulnerable to this man because he's being so personable to her face, but it's all a depraved act so he can hopefully get a viral moment out of the night. At one point, she even feels safe enough to change clothes in his room as long as he turns the other way, which tells me that she still had her reservations for being there and couldn't fathom the possibility of hundreds of people watching her change. Derek is kind of covering her up.
Well, I mean, like, who expects that? Like, that's fucking insane.
During this part, but if you read the chat, everyone is in there still watching it very carefully to see if anything shows. The whole stream is a nauseating breach of privacy and a complete disregard for laws and morality. I hope this girl is able to sue Derek for everything he's worth. He lied to her about the camera being off. I mean, you can't do that and expect there to be no consequences. Believe it or not though, Derek did face some mild consequences for these streams eventually. Okay, it didn't happen immediately. It took some time, but I guess Kick finally got the memo that, hey, Derek Graz, the guy who recorded those women without their knowledge, yeah, you should probably be banned. So the second his actions had any
yeah, finally. Jesus Christ.
impact on his body.
And then he gave that shit apology. Oh yeah, we watched his dog shit apology. It was so bad. It was so pathetic. He was like, everybody takes me out of context. I'm actually the victim.
Bottom line, I guess Derek decided to finally address the situation, which he did recently in a 30-minute video titled "A Kick Streamer Who Has Been Falsely Accused." The streamer in question, of course, being him. He also just ripped this thumbnail straight from the Asher show, who had called him out for this behavior just a couple weeks prior. Not sure Derek's thought process behind that one. And before we dive into the video itself, I think the description might give you an idea of where this is going. I am a 19-year-old streamer who has been streaming since I was 16. I am not a terrible person. I am—
You are a terrible person. Your parents are fucking worthless.
young, and most importantly, human. All humans make mistakes, like when you misspell the word all in your shitty YouTube description. On other words, I was painted
No, just all humans, okay?
as an awful human being, which is not the case. There were things in Tanat's video that were not true. He's referring to Asher's video here. The entire video, even starting from the start, paint me as someone I am not. A lot of this was taken completely out of context.
I knew it would start from the start, dude. I just had a feeling about it.
Which has resulted in a kick ban. Hashtag free Derek, hashtag kick streaming, hashtag kick streamer. So to use Derek's own words, starting from the start here, we're already in excuses territory. Derek is young and he's new to streaming, while simultaneously being a veteran to it. He goes out of his way to explain that he's taking accountability for being a bad person, while also begging for his kick ban to be lifted because after all, he was, quote, falsely accused. Derek is all over the place here. I only wonder if this video is just as messy and convoluted as its description. Spoiler alert, it is.
My name is Derek Rouse. I'm a streamer, and I've been streaming for 3 to 4 years now. I started streaming on Twitch when I was around 15 to 16, playing Fortnite, just playing video games, and I slowly got
He's already made a really beautiful career for himself out of this, huh?
So like IRL and just sharing content. And basically, so right now my content consists of, Discord calls, playing video games here and there, doing like just challenges,
I shit you not, Derek spent the entire first half of his response just going over his background as a streamer. Like this is some icebreaker activity you're doing at school or something. Man, no one cares what you do for a living.
No, maybe he's it's basically a job interview. Hey guys, I got canceled and I'm gonna use this as an opportunity to try to springboard myself even further by painting myself as a victim. I got falsely accused, because that's also hot. It's hot to claim people sexually assaulted you who didn't. It's also hot to claim that you were falsely accused. Everything is like all over the place. It's fucking crazy where we're at right now, but yeah.
Being accused of sex crimes. These are not exactly light claims being made against you, Derek. I need you to lock in for me and just get to the fucking point. How are you going to defend yourself here?
I hid the camera, and I wore 2 earpieces in my ears, and I would have, TTS on, and my chat would donate and basically tell me what to do, and tell me how to act. Now, this is not okay in a million years.
Whoa, so why'd you do it? It's not even just like not okay behavior. It's very clearly not okay behavior, and you still engaged in it. So like, what's the real defense?
I was young. I was stupid. I let the views.
You still are young and you're still stupid, but
and just my chat kind of get into my head and tell me what to do, and I try to be the good person by listening to them, but after
trying to be a good person by listening, it was wild.
The reflection, I realized that was terrible.
Oh, okay. Well, that was pretty easy, actually. I guess Derek decided in this moment to change his life from, oh, it was all staged, to just admitting to it, which he has to explain is not illegal in a one-party consent state like Texas.
Legal? Not legal.
I think it's illegal to record somebody sexually without their consent, I would imagine. But, okay, sure.
It's not. It's a one state film consent in Texas, but that doesn't matter.
What this actually tells me is that Derek doesn't know the law, because when we look at Texas Penal Code 21.15, we see that unauthorized recording, photographing, or transmitting visual images of another person without their consent is prohibited when they have a reasonable expectation of privacy. As we witnessed earlier, Derek straight up told one of the girls that the camera was off, leading me to believe that she had a reasonable expectation of privacy when she made out with him, changed clothes in his room, etc. Both of these girls were fully unaware that their privacy was being breached. I'm not sure if Derek understands the potential legal consequences of what he did, but he is admitting here that it was morally wrong for him to do it.
Well, he's actually just admitting that it exists in the first place. So if these girls decided to engage with this, they could fucking destroy him, which hopefully they do.
Truly, it was morally wrong. It was morally wrong and messed up, and I deeply regret doing that. And it was
whoa, crazy, incredible.
Just fully messed up. So again, I do apologize to Kick for bringing that. Like apologize to these girls when I have reached out talking about it, and like apologize to you guys for even.
He's only apologizing because Kick fucking banned him. It's crazy. Jesus Christ.
And I'd like to apologize to myself because this action genuinely messed up.
I'd like to apologize to myself. Oh, that's me. Oh, that's actually me. I'm the person here. That's why I'm like, oh, that guy has a nice voice. I'm sitting here like a fucking asshole. That's actually me. I like that. Let's listen to that again.
And it was just fully messed up. So again, I do apologize to Kick for bringing that. Like apologize to these girls when I have reached out talking
Papa Gut, right? LOL Kick clone banned for disgusting behavior. Dude, I'm in the video.
About it, and like apologize to you guys for even condoning that.
Wait, did he remove the video? Did he remove? Is that why I'm there? Maybe that's why. I wonder if he removed his apology Oh, he might have. Oh, I think he did. Oh, so that's the only... I'm the last archive left for this fucking nobody loser. That's why it's actually very funny. That's so funny. Okay, I think he removed it, and that's why I think that's why I'm basically being used as like an archive. Hey, listen, I'll take it. I'll take the desperation views. Okay, it's not really a shout out. It's all you can really do. I'm the last resort. Sorry for making you watch my yapping.
Stuff. And I'd like to apologize to myself because this action genuinely messed up and ruined
I'd like to apologize to myself.
a good aspect in my life.
Of course, he doesn't show this level of self-reflection.
Thank you for leaving that in there. I appreciate that.
And remorse when his account wasn't banned, but I digress. This isn't the only thing he's addressing here either. Another reason Derek is making this video is to clear his name of another extremely serious allegation made against him. In his original video, Asher brought the following footage to light. It seemed to depict Derek sitting on a call with his mom.
I wish something funny that I said was in there or something that really shined my personality through. It would have been beautiful. Thank you for the $2 from Roomba Rocket. Hey, Papa, thanks for being so badass and Jelkamax. Okay, no problem, man. I really love Jelkamaxing.
Moderator Silva, who you actually might remember from the Something About Chicken's video.
I really love Jelkamaxing at the public library because they forgot to turn off their monitoring of porn. I don't know what the fuck's wrong with me today.
Video calling out Derek's friend Riot Law. That's right, yeah, they're friends. Riot can be seen here in Derek's chat. If that doesn't tell you the type of guy he is, I don't know what does. The clip Derek is
gay for each other. Is that the type of guy?
Addressing here depicts Silva receiving something from Derek's My Eyes Only album on Snapchat. Both men appear wild with excitement as Silva asks if chat can see this.
My Eyes Only? Derek? Can chat see this? That's it. Yeah. Yeah, I heard. Oh, what the fuck?
Wow, what a laugh. He sounds like Good Griefs from TikTok, dude. Holy shit.
Silva then makes a proposition.
I give 10 gifted, you send it to me right now. All of that.
Derek agrees. Silva sends the 10 gifted. And Derek then goes on to send even more explicit material of what seems to be his ex-girlfriend, whose name has been removed here for the sake of privacy. Silva then says he's already resold her nudes for $100.
Alright, 10 gifted.
Wow, he must be desperate for money to only get $100 for it.
Coming your way, buddy? Wait, there's more. Oh, my God. Once you said it, enter the code right now. Wait. Chat box is ready.
What the hell is that? Why is the audio so bad? What the fuck is happening? These guys are supposed to be rich. Why are their mics so terrible? It's crazy that these guys probably watched like Jack Doherty and went, I really want to be like this. I got to do something. What if I tried to get little kids to show me their tits? Like, incredible. What a great marketing strategy, you know? That's fucking amazing. Incredible.
All right.
Next thing you know, Alex Rosen will be fucking confronting these guys. What the fuck?
I'm just typing the code right now. You running? This might take me a while.
Wait, yo, actually, before I show you the rest, bro, I'm not saying who, but you know who. But like, look, wait, this might be gross to you, but look, wait.
I promise you I'm gonna be gross. Send it right now. Yeah, I just flipped orders in the news for like $100. So
that's true. No, dude, I'm like, yo, I'm not. Oh my God.
Derek repeatedly says things like, I don't give a fuck, this is gross, but check this out, laughing hysterically as they take turns commenting on the illicit material. Derek says he wants to send him even more after he leaves, before showing the chat that he does in fact have the My Eyes Only tab open, then playing audio from another one of the videos Derek and Silva were looking at. Concerningly, at one point, Silva asks Derek, is that a 12-year-old? And remarks, Derek's a sicko, as the two continue to laugh and laugh.
See my screen?
Yep, unfortunately I can. Is that a 12-year-old?
Yo, this is crazy. Look.
What the fuck? Oh, I think they muted the person, yeah.
But Silva may not be the only person involved in this, as YouTuber Vinny D discovered these screenshots from Derek's Twitter group chat and Discord of people discussing the nudes and how they can get a hold of them. Vinny also managed to provide this audio depicting a guy by the name of Jonathan distributing the material to others, commenting on the girl's appearance the whole way through.
Jesus fucking Christ, man.
Seconds. 30. Damn. He really only needs 30 seconds off. One's a minute. The other one is 32 seconds. 32 seconds. Wait, what? He still hurts you. Discord or not this child? Nah, Sam. Oh, sorry. Okay. I've always thought it's flat.
God, this guy's not like fucking arrested for this.
These videos proved it right here. Like, it's bad how fat she is. She's actually flat. Oh, yeah, she's literally pancake. But Derek's actually delusional. It's legit. Like, it's actually bad. But he kept saying, he was like, yo, hold up. He was always like, it's definitely got the gat. So I was like, she's just not rich.
She definitely has the gat? Wow, incredible. You really talk to each other like that in private? That's fucking weird and embarrassing, man.
Bro, I mean, send me a video of her twerking. It's literally skin bone like you twerking. That's it.
This is like actual revenge porn. Why is this happening here? How come nobody's getting punished for this?
You know the Minecraft skeleton waste? Yeah, or not. Wait, so Max, what would you do for it? Wait, Max, what would you do for it? I guess nothing. Yeah, I guess he doesn't want to, right? Yeah, so, like I said, Jonathan, my DMs are wide open.
If this wasn't bad and illegal enough, there is also reason to believe that the ex-girlfriend was underage in the clips being circulated, meaning Derek, Silva, and anyone else with possession of this material could be in serious legal trouble if
they should be. Why the fuck is this shit not happening? When is the FBI going to create a YouTubers division where they both look at YouTube videos like from Jay Aubrey to go after these fucking disgusting creeps, but then also go after every Minecraft YouTuber that exists, okay? Where's that gonna happen?
If it ever went all the way to court. Again, I won't be publishing her name, but as the YouTuber Streaming Spotlight reports in his video, she does have a birthday listed online as 2005. She's 18 now and supposedly hasn't had any interaction with Derek since she was at least 16. Still, that hasn't stopped him from trying to sell her possessions over Discord. You can see here he's listed her underwear, necklace, bra.
Jesus Christ. Other creators were buying this stuff? What the fuck is happening here? Oh my god.
Hair, notes, necklace, chains, and bracelets, all for his community to purchase. So that's the second thing Derek is responding to in this video. But unlike the first claim, Derek is going to be denying this one. Let's find out what he has to say.
So basically, about a month ago, I was in Florida, and I had my editor, my filmer, and my friend. And he basically was filming for me, editing my videos, and I took him to Jack Doherty's house, right? And me and Jack Doherty...
Jack Doherty, I actually remember watching this.
Got into a altercation. I was kicked out of Jack Doherty's house, and Jack, told my friend, my cameraman, my editor, that he would give him a job to not leave the house and leave me alone, whatever. So I was left outside. I was like 45 minutes away from home. My phone was at 1%. I was fully embarrassed because this kid just took my friend and my filmer on stream. So
wow, what a weak friendship, huh? Fucking, I mean, who's really surprised at this guy that has like weak ass fucking friendships?
Jack never hired him for the same exact reason that I'm about to tell you. So this filmer and editor was extremely mad at me. He has been constantly harassing me on Twitter, on Discord, on YouTube, on Reddit, trying to frame me for this exact claim. Another account was made, another account was made, another account was made. This claim has been coming from someone who's been harassing me and trying to take me down. He's out for blood for me for no exact reason.
Okay, so to summarize everything he's saying here, he argues that this claim is illegitimate because it came from a former disgruntled editor and ex-friend of his who now works for Jack Doherty, I think, or used to, I don't know. The only thing
I think it's like he was gonna work for him and then he decided not to. I think that's what the story was saying.
Care about is whether or not Derek was actually selling nudes of his underage ex. But Derek does eventually explain that the girl in the videos he sent to Silva was actually not his ex-girlfriend at all. He was actually sending an OnlyFans sex tape he made with a different girl by the name of Bella.
I had sent my friend in this very misleading clip was a OnlyFans tape that was supposed to be posted on OnlyFans, right? So if we go back to...
So not an OnlyFans tape, got it.
About right here and this clip right here, I had sub goals, right? So basically sub goals is when someone subs, it gets like the...
Hey, basically what a sub goal is, shit, we all know what a sub goal is.
The mark or whatever.
When somebody hits a certain amount of subs that you set as a goal, you'll do something.
So basically at 500 subs, we would release our OnlyFans tape, right? And keep in mind, this girl that was in the tape, she is overage, she's fully consensual of it. And
like overage or of age? Because I feel like he's the kind of guy that maybe thinks it's overage, if you know what I'm saying. I'm just being silly.
He's fully aware of it. So I don't know why and where this guy even tried to pin me selling my underage ex-girlfriend's explicit photos on something that is just not the case at all, and it was a OnlyFans tape that was fully sensual, fully aware, and fully above age. Taking those two misleading things and putting them into a clip is just genuinely something that's very wrong.
This is why I feel like Derek just hasn't
genuinely something that's very wrong. Okay, great. I mean, this guy's entire content is very wrong. He's a fucking creep. What the fuck?
Looked at the claims made against him because in these leaked Discord messages, you can clearly see the name of his ex-girlfriend being talked about in relation to the explicit material he sold. The girl's first initial starts with an E, not a B. Nobody in these leaked messages is even saying the name Bella. They're saying the name of his ex-girlfriend. Not to mention he doesn't show any proof of what he's saying whatsoever. His offense here entirely boils down to just trust me, bro. He hasn't exonerated himself for anything, especially when he's right here in this screenshot selling his ex-girlfriend's underwear. I mean, like, you're a little stupid to pull off these kinds of lies, Derek. I'm sorry. You haven't convinced me, and I don't think you've convinced anyone else. I guess we'll see how stupid your audience is, though, when you make your grand return to content creation pretty soon. Well, maybe he'll even be...
Yeah, I'm sure that it'll go real well.
Be back by the time this video is up. In the weeks he's spent away from streaming, he's made sure to give us constant updates on Twitter, reassuring fans that he's got some crazy shit planned whenever
are people actually
that band lifts. If I were
okay
to guess, I'm sure he'll be just fine. After all, he's got the biggest account on Kick looking out for him.
Derek, who should be on...
It's so funny that that Kick has such dog shit fucking management. It's actually fucking hilarious. Like, they really are terrible. Like, they don't look into their own people. Aiden Ross is already a fucking degenerate fucking idiot scumbag. I mean, it's just so silly. How the fuck do you guys fuck up like this? Like, it's just like, how are you supporting it? How are they all so supportive of the degenerate behavior? I don't get it.
Man, genuinely, bro. You guys gotta understand, bro.
I'll never understand why the big wigs at Kick waste their time running defense for some of the worst people the platform has to offer, but they sure love doing it.
Yeah, I have no idea. I mean, maybe they think that they're being nice by doing it. I really don't know.
Eddie Boy himself, again, the founder of Kick and Steak, expressing a glowing admiration for our final subject of the night. Join me in discussing one of the absolute worst streamers I have ever had the displeasure of encountering. This last segment is about...
What the fuck is this? You encountered him one day? Where?
And Suspendus is someone I don't expect you to know, but by the end of this video, I promise you'll wish you'd stayed ignorant.
I mean, if he's worse than the fucking Ride LOL guy and the other fake Ride LOL guy, then I mean, I'm sure he's gonna be pretty bad because he did say he was putting this in, you know, shit order, the order of how shitty they are.
I describe the feeling I get from watching Suspendus, other than just pure nausea, which I've kind of felt while researching this entire access of evil, but Suspendus especially. There's not much this guy hasn't done. Let's just put it that way. As a brief introduction, why don't we check out the highlight reel?
Yo, don't touch my shit. Don't touch me. Fuck you, pussy. You want me to turn down my volume? Yeah. That's all you say. That's all you have to say. Speak English to me. Don't speak Japanese to us, man. Okay, bro. I mean, I'd smash a 6-year-old, bro. Why not? Some of them are hot. Like Japanese ladies, they keep themselves nice and shit. By the way, when I was in English teacher, I used to have to do Santa. You know Santa? Ho, ho, ho. Merry Christmas. I used to be a very good Santa. Sit on my face, I'm in my lap, and tell me what you want for Christmas.
I think you see what I mean.
Bro, who finds this funny? I don't understand. Who's sitting here like getting off to these jokes? I really don't get it.
It's like the more you research Suspendus, the more you start to worry about the people who have to endure.
Do people even care about the, like, are people viewing these because they like them as jokes, or are people just viewing these because they're degenerate, like, gross things and they're, like, rage hating on it or, like, watching it out of hate? What the fuck?
His presence. But if you're wondering what compelled Eddie to extend those warm wishes I mentioned a second ago, well, Suspendus was at one point arrested in Nepal for asking to marry what was reported to be a 15-year-old girl. And
why do they have a platform? I don't understand. Why isn't Kick like anti-fucking pedophile? Or I mean, I guess technically it would be pedophile, but you understand my point. It's the fucking predator.
Dad, being the saint that he is, wanted to make sure our boy was safe and sound after such a harrowing incident. I mean, who wouldn't?
The boss over at Kick.com, we let him know he was happy and that we're all okay. So thank you to Eddie. I'm okay.
This generosity isn't anything new, though, with Ed gifting Suspendus subs in the past and professing his overall admiration for him as a creator after his wedding, as seen in this Discord message from October 2023.
Who the fuck would marry this guy? What?
You know, months after footage depicted what looked to be Suspendus assaulting an unconscious woman at a Japanese karaoke bar on Kick.com.
Oh my god.
Made headlines. According to this screenshot, it would seem Eddie is happy to help that guy out with anything he may need. How nice. I'm sure Sus could certainly use it. He gets himself in trouble pretty much every other week. Here you can see Suspendus with Slightly Homeless, another streamer whose story I'll save for another day, harassing the locals in other countries. This is kind of what they're known to do, but this clip in particular garnered a high level of infamy when, after they get rejected by a random girl they just walked up to on the street, they go on to ask if she's for sale.
We like to marry girls at first sight.
Yeah.
Can I marry you?
No. Why are you so shy? And show us what you're selling. What you selling? Are you for sale?
These are mandalas.
They said they're in Japan. I'm surprised Japan hasn't like banned them. I know Japan is cracking down a little bit on streamers or tourists, really. I forget what area there was in Japan, but they're just stopping tourists from going there because they're incredibly rude. I remember I watched a video of, I guess it was a geisha, and I don't understand the specific. I don't understand the specific culture of geishas in Japan. But there's like people walking in front of them to try to take pictures of them in like a really intrusive way. So
now's a good time to mention that Suspendus, yeah, he's 40 years old, and this is how
incredible
he speaks to someone who is clearly a younger person he doesn't even know. Now, while it was reported in the news that this girl was 15, I personally haven't been able to find any clip to verify her age myself. But if you ask me, just as a rule of thumb, you really shouldn't be speaking this way to anyone on the street, much less someone who looks as young as this girl does. I'm not going to be showing her face for the sake of maintaining her privacy, but just know I'm not the first person to call out what's going on here. These guys realized pretty quick they had flown too close to the sun when Nepalese authorities showed up and placed them under arrest later that day.
W Nepal? W Nepal in the chat.
Hey, what are these police doing? No problem? Hello?
Please close. Yeah.
Close it?
Please, just a minute.
Okay.
Please close.
This closed. What's going on? I don't know. Should we get out of here?
What do we do next?
We're okay?
What do we do? We are here for that.
Helping us out. What's happening? Should we get out of here?
The police saw this clip, and Suspendus and Slightly Homeless were promptly charged with child endangerment. What?
Thank God. Wait, why is fucking Nepal better than us at stopping this shit from happening? I don't understand. How the fuck are we getting outpaced by fucking Nepal when it comes to stopping people engaging in this disgusting behavior? What the fuck? Like, I really don't understand how they charge these guys with, which they should have, and it's good that they did, But America can't do the same thing with these other disgusting creeps? I don't get it.
Whether or not they meant it as a joke was a moot point in this moment, as a representative from the US Embassy promptly informed the pair that they were facing a maximum of 10 years in prison. Slightly homeless.
Let them stay in prison.
This was quick to admit he f***ed up, probably afraid of the possibility that he was going to jail in Nepal for a decade, but Suspendus has always maintained that he did nothing wrong, and he was detained for no reason.
Oh, so they just let you guys go? No 10 years in jail, nothing?
Somehow, they ended up slipping out of that one, but the threat of a criminal conviction in a foreign country was enough to prompt Sam Pepper, yes, he hangs out with these guys too, to pack
Oh my god, these guys are fucking pathetic.
his things and get the f*** out of Nepal.
It was just not worth it, guys. It was not worth it to stick around and end up sharing a jail cell with homeless. Do you know what I'm saying?
Oh, what are you doing in Nepal that would even have that happen? That's like, what a self-report. Holy shit. What the fuck?
And that'll probably be out in a day or so. It really isn't worth it.
Suspendus originally doubted.
I mean, maybe you should go to jail for 10 years. At least you'll have, you'll have some food. Because it sounds like this guy's falling off like a fucking degenerate fucking loser, so at least you won't have to worry about like an income.
In fashion, he started his own apparel company around 2011, which went by the name of So Fetch Clothing. Somehow their Facebook is still up, though I probably would have taken it down a long time ago if it had pictures of me looking like this or this. If you were online in 2014, you might recognize Pedo Bear on this particular number. Kind of a weird thing to put
Why would you make that like your whole identity as being some kind of a pedophile
on a shirt, but even after all these years, Suspendus
was that a funny meme back then? Haha, silly, so funny.
Stands by his artistic vision wholeheartedly.
As far as the t-shirts, yeah, I
some kind of artistic vision, I'll tell you that much.
designed them. You know what I mean? I thought they were awesome t-shirts back in 1990. The bear was a meme. You know what I mean? I'm older than most of these other streamers, so they probably don't remember back there. And especially if you're not from America, then you wouldn't understand the meme. It was funny as shit at the time. We live in a world with woke people, triggered people, and things like that.
I mean, hitting on actual children, that's not. I don't think it's just woke people against that woke. And if it was just woke people against that, I think I'd rather be woke, dude.
Woke and triggered because of a shirt that I designed 15 years ago, then you can stop watching my channel.
Spoken like someone who asks young girls if they're for sale. You may have noticed a second ago that So Fetch Clothing was originally established in Philadelphia, which begs the question, how did a fashion designer from Pennsylvania end up making content all the way in Asia? But as the lore goes, Suspendus fled the United States after being hit with a lawsuit from Paramount Pictures. Turns out you can't trademark a phrase that originated in one of their most iconic films to date. Yeah, Suspendus apparently tried to copyright the phrase So Fetch, which is so fucking stupid. He also has several outstanding warrants spanning from multiple tickets he's refused to pay, as the YouTuber Spree included in his documentary. If you want a more detailed and thorough exploration of Suspendus's entire story,
I don't know that I do. I'm gonna be real with you, man. I don't even know that I do. This guy seems like a fucking loser.
I'd recommend giving it a watch. There aren't a whole lot of people,
maybe in the future, but this guy seems like a real scum fucking piece of shit.
Out there chronicling the sad, embarrassing life of Suspendus, so his story can be a little difficult to track.
Maybe. If someone sends in the Discord, I'll think about it.
Honestly. All I know is there are people who have said he lives in a former crematorium outside of a Japanese cemetery, which, if that's true, he's living like a Tim Burton villain. I mean, crematorium. Now is also a good time to take a little detour and introduce a forum by the name of Alex Addicted, which honestly...
What is this? This fucking weird emo girls.
It could be its own video with the amount of weird allegations out there surrounding this thing, but for the sake of time, I'm going to be keeping this segment fairly brief. There's actually already a great video on its history by the YouTuber Marcy that I would recommend you check out if you want all the disturbing details. But what you need to know for now is that according to its own website, Alex Addicted was once the premier online site for alternative modeling, created all the way back in
Wow, what the oh, okay, alternative modeling, like alt girls modeling. Oh, yeah, look at that. Damn, I forgot that look. I haven't seen a look like that in a long time. I wonder if it's because it's just devastating to your hair. Because I used to have that look and my hair fell out.
2005. During the early 2010s especially, Alex Addicted provided a space for scene kids to post pictures of themselves and engage with one another. You can still
sounds like real safe behavior. Sounds like that couldn't be taken advantage of at any capacity.
Find remnants of Alex Addicted strewn across YouTube and Facebook, where members would proclaim their commitment
I'd rather not.
to the site and deny any allegations of wrongdoing by the agency's founder, an anonymous user by the name of Alexa, who claimed to be a teenage girl herself, though her true identity remains heavily debated to this day. More on that in a second. For about the past decade now, there have been allegations floating around that this Alexa person would ask underage users to post explicit images of themselves to the site. One girl by the name of Chrissy Lynn uploaded a video back in 2013 detailing her experience with Alex Addicted, describing what all she witnessed as a young 14-year-old user of the site. She described Alexa as a domineering force, someone who would abuse and berate the underage girls who made up the website.
I was in this site when I was 14. I'm 17 now. I was 14 and I was just starting out site modeling. I thought it was the coolest thing ever, and Alex Addicted was like the shit, right? Like everyone was always talking about.
Yeah, I remember how much shit Alex Addicted was like, yeah, what the fuck are they talking about? It just sounds like taking advantage of like fatherless kids, because like who paints their hair like that unless they don't have a dad? Let's be real. You need your dad to beat the fuck out of you. No, I'm just kidding. That's bad. You can dress however you want, but obviously these kids didn't have a dad, so you could just kind of tell. It's just the aura around them.
About it, and so I thought I'd join, and I saw Alexa asking her models for nude photos, and I mean, of course, this threw me. Like, I had obviously never had anything to do with the site modeling world. I didn't know if this was normal or not. It kind of threw me. I was like, oh god, is she gonna ask me for some? And I saw a bunch of the girls in there. I'm not gonna name names. I saw a bunch of the girls in there posting nude photos. When I left, She immediately started freaking out on me, calling me names, telling me I was fat and ugly, I needed more makeup, and I needed to lose weight, and I would never be good enough for Alex Addicted anyways, even though I was in her sight before I left. And she was just horrible to me.
If you were to read the
what the fuck?
comments on this video, you would find Suspendus' name being brought up dozens of times over the past year. Why is that? Well, Suspendus was in fact a model on Alex Addicted. This is indisputable. We know this thanks to a video uploaded in 2012 depicting old modeling pictures of Suspendus, whose real name is Avram Merlin, along with this description that reads,
what a fucking name, man.
Avram is a new model with AASM. He is also owner and CEO of SoFetch Clothing. I love his style, love his ambition. I will be promoting SoFetch on all of my channels. Suspendus himself has also discussed his time with Alex Addicted openly on Kick, albeit it's still a bit confusing. He remains pretty vague with what he was actually doing on the
Yeah, because he's probably fucking trying to get girls to send fucking nude pictures, like underage girls. I wouldn't doubt it at all. Just a guess though, guys.
Site, other than saying he's proud of the pictures he took on there and doesn't care much about it now since it was, quote, 15 years ago, and there's a statute of limitations on all of that.
Wow, that's not a self-report.
Okay, not sure why there would need to be a statute of limitations on something if you weren't doing anything wrong. What did that mean?
That was always the most annoying to me. People talked about shit that happened like 15 years ago. I don't give a f anymore, man.
I mean, if you're 25 and you're trying to get little kids to take pictures of their fucking breasts and shit for your shit, then why is there a statute of limitation? And that's disgusting. 25 years old trying to get 14, 15, 16-year-olds to continue nudes is fucking disgusting behavior.
Statute of limitations on private life shit, bro.
He also writes off any questions regarding his time on Alex Addicted as a psyop by the government.
Oh, of course, the government's probably after this guy. A psyop by the government. Very interesting person.
That means
it's a fucking psyops operation by the government, bro. Are you crazy? The only thing that you have.
So audience probably eats that up. They're probably, yeah, it is. It is. When I molested my niece, the government tried to psyop it to be like, oh, that's not good to molest 9-year-olds. And I'm just sitting here like, why? Why are you telling me what to do? I've been raising her since she was a baby. She wants this, right? So that's, I committed to that a little too much. That's like the energy that I feel like we're getting from these guys. They're like eating it up because they're all fucking disgusting. And I wouldn't doubt that there's a bountiful amount of pedophiles in that community.
The only word that really will get you anywhere is psyops. If you don't know what psyops is, then I really can't help you. You know what I mean? But basically,
seems like you can't even help yourself. So
it's all just a fucking illusion anyway.
He also mentions he already covered all of this.
Yes, age and consent doesn't matter because everything's an illusion, baby.
Back in 2021, but believe me, I have
based alert here, dude.
Searched high and low for that video and cannot find it anywhere.
I think in 2021, I went into length about what Alex Addicted was. I mean, I wasn't as big streamer then than I am now, but there's a video out where I talked about it for about an hour. You know what I mean? So I'm not gonna go into it again. I've already talked about it. You know, hundreds or thousands of online people wanted to be models, including myself. I don't regret anything. I thought those days I fucking shot wonderful pictures of myself. Very, very happy. So for anybody,
very, very hobby, very cool. I like the way you said that, dude. You're so sussy baka.
Trying to correlate anything like that, you know, go and do your research for yourself.
I'm trying to, and I just end up with more questions. Ultimately, with such limited information to go off.
What is a psyop? It's like a psyop is when basically you get influenced to do a particular thing. So like if the government, I don't even know, if the government's, there's a government psyop out there to make us want to jerk off to femboys. So Finster would be the psyop that would make us horny for femboys, you know what I mean? That would be kind of how that would work there. So it's incredible stuff.
Right now, it's impossible for me to repeat the claim that others have made that Suspendus himself is Alexa. That seems to be the narrative a lot of people have ran with, but I can't sit here in good conscience and say for certain that that is the case. Now, that absolutely doesn't mean he's chill and normal around minors. Trust me, he isn't.
They're so hot.
Oh, dude. No, hit me up when she's 18. Bro, oh my God, don't, nah. The fuck? Nah, I'd never say that to a girl.
You know you've crossed a line when even Ice Poseidon is telling you to knock it off.
Yeah, it's weird that Ice Poseidon seems to be the most, like the most mature of these things. IRL streamers, I guess you call them.
It's hard to talk about Suspendus, though, without at least briefly touching on his murky connection to Alex Addicted. But with such minimal information regarding that era, I think it's also productive.
Psyop. Oh, yeah, that's good. Psychological operation. That's probably like, it's probably a lot closer to what that is, yeah.
If we focus more on what we can very
Me too, I can vouch for that one too, dude. I can vouch for that one too.
Visibly see him doing today on Kick. The things that we know it to be true, like how he was the very first Kick streamer to be verified, or the handsome salary he once pulled in on a monthly basis due to his contract.
The fuck?
Or how he was the one to originally inspire Johnny Somali to start IRL streaming. You know, Johnny Somali,
I don't think I want to.
Dude who makes a living traveling the world and seeing which locals he can piss off the most.
Do I look like someone who's a sexual harasser anybody? Okay, don't touch me. Don't touch me, bitch. Don't touch me, bitch. I'm from America, bitch. Don't touch me. I'm from America, bitch. Don't touch me. I'll slap that ass. I'll grab it too. Donald Trump told me grab it by the pussy. I'll grab that too. Stop playing with me, bitch. I'll grab it by the pussy right here, nigga. I don't give a fuck.
What the fuck?
Different type of journalist. I'm a different type of journalist.
Here's a look at one of his more avant.
A different type of journalist, dude. You gotta love that. That's a new one.
Yard works called it being racist on a train.
What the fuck?
You know, you know.
Why you do this? Pearl Harbor? Hiroshima, Nagasaki!
Yeah, old Johnny Boy's in jail right
Who finds this interesting? I don't get it.
now for pulling
If you thought that was funny, then I think that maybe you don't need to. What? I don't understand.
some stunts in Israel, so at least you won't have to worry about him false claiming this video as he likes to do. Editor's note here, he was apparently released immediately after being detained, which I hadn't seen when I originally wrote this, so if this video goes down, that might be why. But knowing what old Johnny Somali has gotten up to, it's not much of a surprise seeing his mentor Suspendus doing almost the exact same stuff, making locals uncomfortable by, let's go down the list, groping women at the club, throwing vodka bottles out of a moving car,
What the hell?
making out with a 17-year-old Japanese girl on stream.
Yes, I am 17. I'm sorry. What?
She speaks very good English, but also, what the fuck is wrong with this disgusting piece of shit?
Wait, that's illegal. I know.
Again, 43-year-old man, and of course, blasting
43, Jesus Christ.
the American national anthem at the Hiroshima Peace Memorial.
So we're talking about a different guy at that point, but Jesus Christ.
I swear to God, man, all kick streamers need to be kept 100 yards away from any World War II memorial site, just to be safe.
I can't wait to go to Germany.
And probably kids, too.
And then I think me and Tyler are going to take one day and go to Auschwitz on stream and like do a tour. Maybe
we could see his relatives there.
We might not be able to stream it though, because we're gonna do a video.
And to think with all of this horrendous shit under his belt, Suspendus still has the nerve to call Sam Pepper a liability.
Sam, you're a liability, bruh.
I'll be the first to say Sam Pepper is a repulsive little cockroach of a person, but he's entirely right when he calls out Suspendus here.
What the fuck are you saying? I'm a liability. Do you know your track record? Do you know the things that you have done on stream?
Yes, I.
So how are you saying that I'm a liability, bro?
Everything that I've ever done when I'm streaming only affects me.
That's not true. Like the Japan train incident. You were affecting other people's lives on the train.
True.
But these insidious
Okay.
acts don't stop there. Like I mentioned earlier, Suspendus is...
Well, it just sounds like maybe he wanted Sam Pepper to acknowledge his existence in some capacity on that one, you know?
Depravity knows almost no bounds. It's how he catapulted Kick into their very first controversy all the way back in 2022, before the site was even a week old. How they didn't learn right there that they were beginning to attract some of the most sordid people on the internet is something I really can't understand.
Because they're fucking stupid.
He literally shows himself on screen
It's a fucking idiot platform, bro.
naked and receives no punishment because, again, this is the platform where anything goes. And that's a good thing. Remember, guys, that's a very good thing. At least that's what I'm told. But I wonder how Aiden and others over at Kick feel about Suspendus groping an unconscious woman on stream. This clip is incredibly uncomfortable.
They don't care.
To sit through for obvious reasons, and I won't be showing it uncensored because what he's doing is a crime. He and his friend, another streamer by the name of Theboxing, were visiting a Japanese karaoke bar with a couple of locals when the incident took place. The two women are becoming visibly more inebriated as the stream continues. They're all drinking, for the record. But if you watch
I wonder if they're doing that on purpose.
closely, you can see these women repeatedly reject Suspendus's advancements throughout the night. One of them can be seen here physically trying to get away from Suspendus.
No, I have to wait. I can't get one.
Before long, she's laying down on the couch, too drunk to even stand up. I guess that's when the two men decide they've had enough fun, and as they're getting ready to leave the two girls there, which is incredibly irresponsible in itself, Suspendus leans in for a goodbye kiss, forcing himself on top of one of the women as his friend stands idly by and streams the whole thing.
I want to say goodbye. Move.
Okay, take why are these people still alive, bro? It's just fucking crazy. I just don't understand. Like, how do people tolerate this type of disgusting behavior?
Oh my god. Damn. Congratulations, Suspendus.
He doesn't step in to prevent it or anything. And if that weren't bad enough, he catches Suspendus again just a few minutes later, laying on top of the woman a second time.
Oh my god. Damn. Oh man.
Oh man, damn, that's a thing happening. Do something about it. You're just as bad. Do something about it, you fucking loser.
Oh no, it's too sexy. Suspendus? Can we go?
Oh, I guess laughing is what he decided to do about it.
Let's go, man! Hey, that's Suspender! Let's go! No, chotomate, please! Can we go, please?
In fact, those who have managed to find the full VOD say he returned at least 4 times to try and take advantage of her. She's not even moving at all in this clip. She's looking too drunk to even comprehend what's going on. It's a disturbing sight, watching these two act like it's no big deal. Theboxing even implied after the fact that the girl was not really into Suspendus whatsoever.
And he did, you know.
What did he do?
I mean, he did the fucking. Oh, you was there when he was like making out with this girl. Do you think that was okay? Like, do you think the girl was into sus?
Wow, Sam Pepper somehow W, but I guess it's a comparative W because he's also a fucking loser.
Do you think the girl liked sus, the one that was kissing him?
Don't worry, dude. It's just a social experiment. Pretending to sexually assault a girl. Pretending to kill my best friend. Pretending to die in front of my best friend. Sexual assault edition.
Oh, okay. Your mouth shut. Your mouth sealed. You're sworn to secrecy by sus the man, sus himself. Okay.
Not that he even needed to say that. I mean, we all saw the clip. The Suspendus' defense for this whole thing is that he did nothing wrong on the basis that Japanese men are, quote, known to grope, in his words.
Yeah, I mean, maybe. I think that they have like some trains that are like women-only trains cars because of stuff like that. That's not a justifier for engaging in, you know, supposedly similar behavior.
The girl, bro, that upsets a whole entire country. Kissing a girl, you know how do you know how aggressive Japanese dudes are when they're drunk, bro? Japanese dudes are known to grope. I just kissed the girl, bro. I never groped people.
Suspendus isn't taking the situation seriously, probably in part because he knows how hard it is to actually see any repercussions on Kick. But don't take my word for it. He is outward.
That's because Kick is a dog shit platform. It doesn't matter. As long as any of this stuff exists, Kick is a worthless platform. Like, that's fucking pathetic. Fuck all the gambling shit. You have like Hassan's like, oh, the gambling is so bad. What about all like the sexual assault going on here? It's fucking crazy. I mean, I'm not saying he even knew about that, so I'm not trying to like put it on, I don't know, you know, unreasonable to bring it up, to be honest with you. But just being honest with you. But you understand my point. Like, oh, where's the moral outrage for that, man? That this platform is disgusting. That it even allows any of this behavior. So I didn't realize it was this bad until this video, though. So hopefully, maybe something will get done. Fucking disgusting.
We acknowledge their leniency.
Like, I understand that, like, even if 99% of the creators are solid, it doesn't matter because this is allowed on that platform. It's disgusting. Like, if I was a streamer on Kick, I would have stopped streaming on Kick. Because that's crazy.
The past.
I pissed on the wall by accident, but I wasn't aiming properly. But that's what Kick's all about. Kick's all about like, this guy, he didn't mean it. He was a good guy the whole time. He just made a simple mistake.
It's hard to say he was just joking here because despite this incident and that little wardrobe malfunction he had shortly after the launch of the website, Kick hasn't really done anything to push back against Suspendus. I mean, he's still around. And because he saw zero repercussions for what he did in that karaoke bar, Suspendus was able to continue broadcasting his crimes to an audience like the very next month, where he had sex in front of a child on stream. I hate that I
What the fuck? What the fuck does that even mean? Jesus Christ.
I had to say those words just now. I will say the clip itself is hard to find because Suspendus has gone out of his way to claim it to be taken down as many places as he can. So I'm really just going to talk over this last part. What you're seeing is Suspendus IRL streaming in the Philippines last April. You can see the door is closed while the woman's child remains
What is he pulling a Bobby Lee?
jumping around the bed. The pair exchange a few words before Suspendus slides the camera around to face the wall as he explains to the chat he needs to take care of some business.
Okay, so we see the child on the bed with the phone. The door is closed. All right, the door is closed. Okay, so the child was in the room.
Telling his audience he'll see them in a minute before telling the girl, your son is having a good time, or something to that effect.
Oh my god. Yeah, we're gonna freaks, baby. I'll see you in a minute. Your son's having a good time. Your son's having a good time, by the way.
Jesus Christ.
You think you're in the bathroom? Yeah. Yeah, the kids stayed watching dinosaur cartoons. I saw that. Yeah, James was never in the room.
I'm wondering if the bubble's gonna burst soon. Muda said he's gonna make a long form video on Kick Streamer soon. Oh, that's good. Yeah, I mean, the bubble should burst. It's fucking disgusting. This behavior is nasty as fuck, man.
They don't care. Oh, she goes, why are you still streaming? And
I mean, you know they're going to start sweating with, like, Jay Aubrey and fucking Mudahar making videos about this, you know?
then he says, they don't care.
The lights go off, and although I'm not sure if they went into the bathroom or not, you can definitely hear what's going on. I won't play it, but if the chat can hear Suspendus moaning, then I'd be willing to bet the kid in the room can. By the end of it, as fellow streamer Slycan was able to translate, the girl informed Suspendus that her son was playing with his dinosaur toy the whole time, before telling him it's time to go.
Okay, they're watching up. I think maybe what I'm guessing was they was probably...
Why did the mother let this happen? I'm not understanding. I mean, this guy's still disgusting too. I'm just not understanding why the mother would let this happen.
In the bathroom with the door open and the lights off, so that everyone on his chat could hear the sound. So I don't think he was on the bed, but the door was open and he was in the bathroom because you didn't hear any door open from the bathroom, so they were already in the bathroom. He says it like, "Don't worry, my kid is watching the dinosaur." She says it like right after he nutted. Told him.
Okay.
Baby, let's go. Baby, tara na. Tara na means let's go. And then you could hear the kid, okay.
What is she, like a prostitute or something?
Yeah, he's answered like, okay.
There is pretty much nothing I can say about this that would adequately capture the level of depravity we're dealing with here. In normal circumstances, this would have resulted in Suspendus getting an immediate permanent ban from Kick, likely followed by a formal investigation because that is a profoundly inappropriate environment for the child.
They literally have no evidence that that ever happened, and yet they say that it happened. Get the f*** out of here. But people act like parents don't have sex in front of their babies anyway.
What the fuck are you talking about? I don't even know how to respond to that. What the fuck are you talking about? It's not even your kid. And also, I don't think that that's true. And I also, what? I just don't even know how to respond to that. What the fuck are you talking about? That's just, what a fucking creep.
You know what I mean? Yeah, they do. Holy moly, yes they do. Get the f*** out of here. Get the f*** out of here. They definitely do. You think sex stops just because families have babies?
But because
I mean, I don't know. Maybe the baby goes in a different room or a crib or something. I really don't know. I mean, this is not your kid, though. It's also, what the fuck are you talking about?
This is Kick. Suspendus sought no consequence.
Like, I mean, maybe, oh, a mom and a dad just had a kid. The kid's like fucking 2 weeks old, or maybe like, you know, a couple months, because I don't think mom's ready for the D yet. and then like the baby's in like the crib. Maybe, I don't know. I don't think I'd care then. But you're just some fucking stranger that went over there. It's just really weird. And the kids seemed like they were old enough to like watch TV. So yeah, I think that's far beyond an age where like you could pull that off. It's fucking weird
whatsoever, and was able to continue streaming as if nothing happened.
What the fuck is happening?
And like, I don't like to say someone should lose their platform lightly, but a line needs to be drawn somewhere, and committing an actual crime on camera should be that line, in my opinion. I don't think that's a crazy thing for me to say. This shouldn't be a particularly hot take. I'm kind of in shock that anyone out there would willingly watch 14 hours of a middle-aged emo creep stumbling around in public, making drunken remarks to his chat, pausing only to vomit into storm drains.
Wow, people apparently love this type of content, man. It's fucking the bee's knees.
But to each their own. I would have to imagine the majority of Suspendus' audience is only watching because they know what an absolute scumbag he is. They see what a horrible life he...
I don't know, man. Maybe some of these people like him, but maybe it is like a Jerry Springer type of deal. They're like, haha, look at this fucking loser. Yeah, look what he's doing. Like, yeah, that's totally possible.
Leads, and they get to feel a sense of superiority by knowing that despite how bad their lives might be, they're still doing better than this guy.
In what reality do you think that people want to watch you for being a profound streamer? No one has ever said that.
I proclaim myself a profound streamer that is exploring.
Do you want to grow as a streamer, or do you want to just fucking fizzle out?
Dude, by the end of this year, I'll already be enough to... Anyway.
His audience seems mainly comprised of Sam Pepper and Ice Poseidon fans who archive all of Suspendus' most egregious and sensationalist moments on YouTube for the sake of laughing at him. He's constantly reminded what a piece of shit he is by TTS donations from his own community.
Saying this stupid shit won't change the fact that you sexually assaulted multiple people, including your family.
Do that one, man.
Grim always wins it.
Don't I have the best crazy fans?
Well, now he's making money off of sexually assaulting women, apparently, because you're TTSing him on that, even if you mean well.
I have the most whacked out crazy fans.
My parents donated $3. A 43-year-old with an 18-year-old little girl, 85.
Well, she's not that, so... This is the master bedroom.
And is relentlessly mocked for his relationship with a 20-something-year-old girl named Riri, who he married only 6 months after...
Riri. Wow, I wonder what that's a reference to. Incredible.
Meeting in Thailand. Believe me, there are entire channels out there devoted to documenting the intricacies of their love life, or lack thereof. Many have speculated that Riri is only with Suspendus for the money and doesn't actually...
Yeah, no shit. Who would have thought? Woman is with man just for the money. Hottest take in the world, huh?
Actually love him, which would otherwise be a pretty bold claim to make about someone over the internet. But then again, if she truly did love him and want to be with him for any non-superficial reason, I'm pretty sure she wouldn't have lied about having a dating app on her phone.
Hold on.
I tell you.
My wife doesn't have Tinder. You have Tinder? Tinder? Yeah, she doesn't have Tinder.
Before I have that, I deleted it.
She had it. You have an app on your phone, Tinder?
No, it's a...
Isn't there an Oxford study about this? I don't know.
It's how I message customer. Why?
Oh, no.
Yeah, I have that. No, yeah, I have that. Why? I never message people. Why?
No thanks. No, I don't care.
But I'm not going to falter for that. I mean, it's Suspendus. There isn't really much of a reason to
yeah, true.
stand next to this dude if you aren't getting...
He also doesn't seem like the kind of guy that cares. Like, I know that sounds weird, but, you know, I mean, he seems like he doesn't care if a woman actually likes him. He just wants to have sex. I mean, again, he's fucking assaulting women that are passed out on a couch and shit. So, like, yeah, he just seems like the kind of person who does not care.
Something in return, I'll just be honest. And maybe on some level he knows that, as he's bought her and her family a total of 5 cars at this point, handed out generous wads of cash to her family members at their wedding, and purchased her a $900 phone for nothing more than a light peck on the lips.
How much fucking money does this guy make? This is insane.
I didn't even get a kiss or nothing. Damn, no man.
$30.
Yo. At least I got a kiss. Got the kiss. It was all worth it. It was all worth it.
Wow. Okay. I guess he has low expectations.
The pack, and it only cost me $900.
I'd almost feel bad if this were happening to anyone other than Suspendus. After all, he does seem to treat her like shit, cheating on her all the time.
If I slept with her, I would never. Because I would want you to compare. Yeah, is that weird? I would want you to have my baby. The one girl that I was with tonight, I literally would have left my girlfriend. I don't care if she's watching this. Baby, if you're
because they obviously don't care about each other.
watching this, you might think you're all happy you ain't shit to the girl I just saw.
Oh, got him. Epic disrespect of your girlfriend, baby. Who doesn't love it?
You're lucky that I love you, but your looks don't compare. I'll never trust her again, Chad. Ever again. She punched me in my face. So fuck her. She punched me in my face.
And that's when he isn't making inappropriate passes at her mother, of course.
Y'all wish you had that right there. Y'all wish. You know what I'm saying? Y'all wish you had that right there.
So I think you can see why I have trouble sympathizing with Suspendus. He says he loves Riri one second, then implies he's going to leave her when she becomes old and unattractive for him the next.
The question of what happens when Riri turns into her mom in 20 years, I will literally be on a beach somewhere with a fishing rod, a beer, and probably, you know, some weed or something. You know what I mean?
No, I don't.
Like, it was a good life.
He's an absolute dumpster fire of a human being through and through. And I have no choice but to salute Riri's efforts. Get the bag at all costs. By the way, I didn't know where to fit
yeah, true.
this in, but you should also know that he viciously kicked his cat off his bed for absolutely no reason, because of course he abuses
well, he's a scumbag, so no shit.
animals too. If Suspendus is this callous, irresponsible, predatory, and abusive in front of an audience, I don't want to imagine what he gets up to when the cameras aren't rolling. In a just world, this guy would not have an audience. His grimy little fingers kept far away from a record button. His audience is almost exclusively made up of people who just want to see him fail. Even the girl he married doesn't seem to want anything to do
Yeah, funny enough, they're keeping him going, so.
with him. He makes some of the most unwatchable content on all of Kick, while inspiring some of the worst streamers the internet has ever seen. I have no idea where he goes from here. For some reason, Ed just continues to keep him around, despite all the things we've seen him do on camera. I just hope at the very least that Riri can keep milking him for all he's worth. Don't stop, drain his pockets and leave him in a ditch. You've got my support.
Yeah, I mean, I tend to agree.
All right, well, I want to say thank you for getting this far into the video. After 2 months of working on this thing, countless hours of editing, and non-stop listening to Jack Doherty's voice, I am also shocked and relieved.
Bro, I think that would be my 13th reason having to listen to Jack Doherty for that long.
To finally be at this point. I can't believe this video is over, and I can move on to other topics now. I've tried writing this conclusion a few times and have admittedly been struggling to find the right words to describe my feelings towards Kick as a platform. I mean, let's not...
It's terrible. It's dog shit. The fucking people who own it are just idiots, and they don't care about actually providing like a decent, safe platform for anything.
Hit ourselves.
Thank you so much for the medium gut from Julie B.
Kick, in its current state, is an absolute cesspit, drawing in some of the most reprehensible streamers the internet has to offer. This video could have been longer. Trust me, there is no shortage on deranged Kick
and monetizing their fucking degenerate behavior with doing absolutely nothing to stop it. So
streamers out there. And sure, they provide content for the rest of us to laugh at, but I obviously don't want Kick to be like this. I want them to be a viable alternative to more mainstream platforms. I am a proponent of there being competition because it puts the pressure on YouTube and Twitch to start.
Yeah, it says actually start doing better. I mean, if you look at YouTube versus, we'll say, like TikTok and even Instagram, Instagram started paying better. TikTok started paying better because they want to be more competitive with YouTube. And now people are trying to make content on those platforms. TikTok has a huge problem with their fucking platforms. There are people who would just put up like Game of Thrones clips and they'll get paid for it, but just putting themselves in the corner. But, you know, they're getting there slowly, we'll hope. But
start acting like they want to keep us around. And that's exactly why I hate to see them giving freaks like Suspendus a pass, even after he committed multiple crimes on stream. Letting him off the hook so many times is exactly why people are going to continue having their reservations about Kick. I hope it isn't always like this. Seeing that they're insane a revenue split genuinely has the potential to change lives. Kick could be better, and I hope at some point they start acting better. All I know is if they don't stop ignoring, fostering, and occasionally even encouraging illegal activity, I don't see how anyone's perception of this place is ever going to change. Or maybe Elon could just buy it and make it even worse.
Yeah, maybe. All right, cool video. Yeah, man. I mean, like, it sounds like they pay a lot, but I would never want to switch. It's an audience thing, too. Like, what audiences are gravitating towards Kick? It's degenerate fucks, so. All right, man. Really good video.